and I'm gonna play this.
Damn, son.
You got fancy.
That was fancy as fuck.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Countdown, and then there's
All
another
right,
countdown.
so we will be rebranding this Black Tower podcast.
Welcome to
I need
the Black
start,
Tower.
Twirling up my mustache.
Ah, yes. Mm-hmm. Twirling,
Yes.
twirling.
Here
Pinkies
I
up,
am
gents.
sipping on
Pinkies up.
my rum and Dr. Pepper when really I should be drinking a spot of tea with a finger sandwich.
With a spot of gin and a cucumber sandwich. With a tot of gin.
Yes, with a tot of gin.
So we got fancy through coordination and backroom deals and all kinds of other shenanigans. No, it's all legit. We now also have StreamYard, and it's set up now to where we can multicast, I guess, because dualcast isn't quite right. So
Multicast is perfect.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, it is on Twitter through Periscope, and it is on Twitch. And since it's integrated, I can actually see all the comments from each. The guys can't, but I can. So
I can see the comments.
Well, we can see the comments
YouTube
from everywhere.
Oh, you can?
But we can't respond to anything.
Oh, yeah. Well,
we can't post
the login
in the comments.
I just gotta get you guys the login stuff, and then you'll be able to join with all the same privileges and stuff.
Excellent.
The rest of us have.
Or I could just do it on my phone.
Or we can just tell the people, hey, your comment was good and we liked it.
I mean, I can also just do that too.
Hot of gin and some spotted dick.
So later on, we are going to be we've got 3 giveaways slotted as part of the way we're going to celebrate hitting 3,000 followers on Twitter. It's now, 31 something?
It's like 3175, I believe.
Yeah. That's the title of what the title of this is supposed to be. We love you 3,000.
We love you 3,000.
We love you 3,000.
Yeah. But those giveaways, I don't know how to do it on multiple places at the same time. I don't think Streamlabs can handle that. I think it would have a legit aneurysm. So if you want to enter those giveaways, when we say that we're doing them, make sure you hop over to our YouTube channel. Just search Black Tower Podcast, and you should be able to find it. Or go to blacktowerpod.com, and there's a link there somewhere on the website.
Hey,
you should be following
Marshadi?
us on YouTube anyway.
Marshadi, I just want to throw out there that one of our people was just having a little bit of difficulty with their tech, and one person, the person you're making fun of right now, was the one who figured out the workaround, and it actually works this time, and it won't lose half the audio, or 2/3 of the audio. So, just saying, I'm not always a failure. It's just when you're on.
Yeah. But we also have to address this elephant in the room.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I've seen a number of questions. And if you guys are following us on Twitter, you know I hyped it up a little bit. I am legitimately on a pirate ship. Like, no shit. It's an Airbnb here in Minnesota, in St. Paul, Minnesota. It is a pirate ship. I'm wearing a pirate hat. You can't see it, but I am. I'm drinking rum. I'm aboard the Spray, okay? Captain Doman is skulking around down below decks.
He's looking at his collection of interesting trinkets that he's acquired.
That's what I had to give him. I had to give him
what did you offer him as a gift?
Passage.
A Quendiar cup. Damn.
Oh yeah.
Does he know that those are actually really easy to make now?
Out there. So for anybody that has not finished the series, watch at your own risk. Though
that's
topics,
book 1.
I know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Book 1.
It reminded me of
spoilers from book 1.
No, that's fair.
I'd rather say
it is spoilers in book 1. That's true.
So
if you haven't made it through the first half of book 1, how are you here? Why are you here right now?
Oh, it's good to know that all of the old Streamlabs alerts are still up and working. Thank you,
Streamlabs,
for that insightful comment.
Excellent.
But yeah, and because I'm also having fun with all of this going on, as is our metric. The show does contain adult humor and language, though no adult visuals, because we're barely adults as it is. So
that's on our only taints.
Yes, our only taints.
Yeah.
Which is the new site that came out when OnlyFans threatened to remove all adult content. The Only Taint was the one that came on and was like, we'll take all your adult content. Great, let's do it.
Founded by us.
Yes. We made the algorithm, which means I didn't have a hand in it. So, Morshadi, it's fine. The other two, they made the algorithm.
Yeah. So yeah, this is what we did. We didn't see the spray in the trailer teaser, so we sent our Sora von Mahel out to go see if he could find it. And if he didn't find the exact spray, he found the spray adjacent. Because I feel like after Shadow Logoth, Bale Dolman, he do be not sailing with them lights.
I'm just wondering.
But now he's got an ashram on a board right now, so he doesn't care, man. He's like,
well, I was gonna say, which one of his crew members did you bean in the head when you came aboard?
All of them.
The real question is, did you jump aboard the ship and kick someone in the head, or did you just walk on calmly, offer Bale a gift, and then kick someone in the head?
That one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that is the way to assert dominance.
No, if so, for anybody watching this, if you guys are in the St. Paul,
wait, what was that, Andrew?
That's not where our Misking cask of wine went, did it?
No, that's the special wine. No, that's the special wine.
Check and make sure.
I'll be right back.
Oh Jesus!
I just pray there's somebody out there that just heard some. I just pray there's somebody out there who just randomly heard some dude in the middle of the dark. Don't drink the wine, Bale. Oh man, but yeah.
I hope he was super high too. So he's like, "Wait, what?"
Well, now I'm gonna drink even more.
You can't stop me, motherfucker.
I mean, if you've already like had a glass, then you might as well just, until you can't drink anymore, you might as well just go for it. Oh, spoiler level for this. It's gonna change as we talk, because we might have conversations that go beyond book like one and beyond the trailer to some extent, even though this isn't a live stream about the trailer. That is coming. That's part of what we have to let you guys know about during this live stream. That is going to be done. It's going to be done as part of a live stream with some guests, and we'll have more on that later whenever I click a couple other buttons and we get to that point. But first and foremost, this is at the core us celebrating all of you fantastic people that follow us on Twitter. We're getting close to starting our 4th year, and we've made it to 3,100 and something Twitter followers, which is beyond nuts.
It's insane. I don't even know what to do with that information. 3174.
Yeah. So, geez. When we started this, and I know I say this every time we celebrate a milestone, and most content creators say it too, we never expected this, but I mean, now knowing the Twitter of Time and just the Wheel of Time fandom as we do, I expected a little bit more, but not nearly to this scope, and definitely not with us.
Well, and especially, the crazy thing to me is that we hit 2,000 about a year ago. Not quite. It wasn't even quite a year ago that we hit 2,000, and that was like when we were starting year 3, and then the the trailer came out, and we suddenly just didn't take off. It's not like we're at fucking 10,000 followers or anything like that, but it went from 2,300 to 3,100 in a small number of weeks.
You're not wrong, Zool.
And it was nuts. Well, it was amazing to see the it was something that on one hand we expected. We have absolutely been saying that as soon as the television show comes out, there will be more people in the community. There will be more people looking for extra content. There will be more people sort of in the Twitter sphere and the Wheel of Time sphere in general. But just from the trailer, I definitely did not expect, and I think I can speak for both Josh and Andrew, we did not expect the jump at the trailer. Like, trailer came out and it was just like, all right, cool, and whoop. And it was like, whoa, all right, what the fuck is this?
I figured that there would
And,
probably be like a couple more, like
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
20, because there's
I-
always going to be people that no
Same.
matter how big our fandom, like the fandom is for the series,
Mhm.
that just for whatever reason they haven't seen anything. And the trailer coming out and all the more like non-Twitter specific and already existing fandom specific stuff that comes out, the more
Yep.
people that are going to see it, and they're going to go online and search for it and look for more stuff, and they're going to find Daniel Green and the Dusty Wheel, and they're going to find all of these other content creators, and
Yep.
it's going to be awesome. Like the phrase that I hear used most often is a rising tide lifts all ships. So
Yes.
this is awesome. So I'm going to blast that on the screen so everybody sees it. You're so kind, Morshadi.
Oh,
Too kind.
our fact checker,
But,
Mihail.
so that's what this is. That's where the giveaways are going to come from. We're going to start this
God.
here relatively shortly.
Guys, I just realized something.
What?
Morshadi must have gotten a spoiler at some point. Because he has more titles than actual names. He's the Triple Crown winner, fact checker Mihail,
Triple
sexy
broken
Morshadi.
crown. Yep.
He's got more titles than actual names.
Those are just
Well,
the ones we can say in
That's
public.
like Rob at Malkier Talks. Malkier's best chef, Malkier's third best swordsman,
See, but I feel like that's
Malkier's
one
sexiest
title.
chef.
I feel like that's all one title. Like, it's a lot of words, and I appreciate that, but it's all like one title because it's the hierarchy of Malkier that right there, like sexiest chef, number 3 swordsman, number 2 braid tugger. Like, it's all just Malkier hierarchy.
All right,
Yeah.
I can fuck with that.
All right, so what we're going to do first, because the new thing that was created, and if you've been in the Discord, you've probably at least seen parts of it or some hint of it already. There's a new thing. If you like fantasy football, trust me, you're going to love this. It was created by one of our Patreons. It's a fantastic, fantastic person, and we're going to be bringing them on live to talk us all through it, go through it, and I think we might even be doing, at least for the three of us, the first round draft picks or something to that
Dude,
nature. We'll
I'm
find out from
so
him because
excited.
at that point it's his show. So,
Yeah.
but a lot of you come in. Well, you came in because you love us, or you had nothing better to do, or all of the above. But Gathering Madness, we have things for the Gathering Madness to talk about. If you haven't already seen it, this is the official kind of flyer for it that perfectly hides all but Daniel's hand. So these are, which way? Because my thing's flipped. There we go. These are the dates and times. So October 15th, starting at 5 p.m., going until at least 11 p.m. on the 16th. If you're going to try to come in person, it is in Havelock, North Carolina. It is not a massive town, so finding somewhere to stay anywhere in Havelock will put you close to where we're going to be doing anything. But for those of you that can't or are uncomfortable with coming in person to the event, we're going to be hosting panels and stuff that'll be on the YouTube, and there'll be a couple other things on the YouTube, and we'll have a Zoom going the entire time. So this is going to be the schedule.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to read through every last bit of it because it's out there. We've tweeted it out. It's on the website. If you go to blacktowerpod.com/TGM, Tango Golf Mike, you can see the schedule there, as well as links to RSVP to submit drinks for the Mixology contest if you haven't gotten around to doing that yet. That's
Do
all
it.
there. So,
More importantly, submit hot sauces.
yeah, we still
We
need
do
hot sauce
actually have a
suggestions.
number of drink suggestions, and if that's what you're into, please do that. I'm not trying to tell you do something that you're less familiar with, but if you have not yet, and you are a fan of any hot sauce in the world, maybe not in the world, anyone that we can get shipped to Havelock, if you are a fan of any hot sauces that you think would be super fun for us to try, super tasty for us to try, super horrible for our buttholes later that you would like us to try, please suggest it on Twitter. We have a poll going for our Taste the Taint challenge.
We did get a suggestion on Discord.
Yes, so I did see that one.
So thank you so much, Floaty, for that suggestion.
Indeed.
On Discord. It was awesome. So,
but we are still looking for more because we definitely have one guaranteed because we have the mule sauce because we ordered stickers from Sticker Mule. If you're not familiar with them, they're a good site for all of your sticker and decal needs. But along with the stickers that we ordered, they gave a free gift. And I, being the person who ordered them, chose the hot sauce gift. So that is the one that we are trying with the Taste the Taint challenge. And then I think technically we've also gotten another one, which was the one that they use in Hot Ones, like the final sauce or whatever that they use in Hot Ones or whatever it is. No, because it's the last dab in Hot Ones.
That's right.
But there was another one. I don't remember. Da Bomb. Da Bomb was the other one that we heard. But I don't think anybody's actually... I don't know if it's been suggested on Twitter. We're still looking for at least 2 more. Minimum.
Do you know what?
Because that's 3.
Do you know what's my favorite? Do you know what's my favorite? Is
pineapple
when we were
habanero?
At Jordan Con. That is a good one. Don't get me wrong. That's a good one. When we were at Jordan Con, we were talking about this with Daniel Green, and he was like, "Yeah, I've done that before, and they always just suggest the bomb because your fans want to hurt you." and we put this out here, and like literally the first suggestion we got, da bomb.
Yep.
I was like,
because your fans want to hurt you.
I think they were self-aware that they're like, oh, this has probably already been suggested, but just in case
Right?
it hasn't, da bomb. And it's like,
which was funny because they were the first one to do it. So it was like sort of Daniel Green warned us and suggested it in some ways, but then like the first fan we had,
that Daniel.
He
Green.
is. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we definitely have at least 2 because we got one that was the Da Bomb and then one on Discord, but we need 2 more minimum. And just being transparent with you guys, if you don't suggest hot sauces for our Patreons to choose, we're just going to choose them and we're going to be really nice to ourselves. So fuck us up. Let's do it.
You'll still get a vote on the order. We'll give you a poll.
We'll give you a
Daniel
full list of
speak
things to judge.
For the Black Tower podcast.
Yes, I do. I speak for the Black Tower. Fuck Josh and fuck Andrew. Fuck all of us. Fuck us up with hot sauces. That is the point
Daniel's
of the taste.
Lorax who speaks for the trees for some fucking reason. They're speaking Vietnamese.
Wait, what?
What? All right. So with that,
when the
one thing
trees
that we
around you
haven't-
start speaking teddy bear, and
the one thing we haven't told anybody yet, other than those
sorry,
we've
when you're in
invited,
space Vietnam and the trees around you start speaking teddy bear.
Yeah, that one.
is you guys probably are interested in what the 3 panels on the schedule for the Gathering Madness will be.
I am. Hey, Andrew, what are the 3
You already
panels
know.
that we have going?
You already know. I'm going to preface this.
Don't tell anyone.
Some of the guests on the panels may change as availability changes and things happen. So this is just who is scheduled to do it as of right now. If that changes, then obviously it'll be someone different, or a panel might be down somebody depending on how last minute it is. But
Yes, and again, we will do our best to continue to have these panels at this time with these people. But we also recognize that schedules are important, and if someone needs to change something, we will accommodate them because we like these people.
So first panel,
What is
This is our
schedule
first panel.
you speak of?
Right? What the fuck's the schedule?
blacktowerpod.com/TGM. Schedule's right there.
Yeah.
Bam!
So this is the first
Kick it
panel.
up a notch.
Obviously minus the banner scrolling across the bottom of the screen. This
What?
is going to conduct. This is at 8 p.m. Eastern on the 15th of October. That's that Friday.
Yeah.
And it will be a panel about Aes Sedai and Asha'man in the Fourth Age. And that panel will consist of Leia, Roof Mistress, from Return to Roshar podcast. It will also contain Rob from Malkier Talks, who you all know from every cast.
Who we still have to reschedule for our lost episode for the actual topic of the
for the actual lost part of the almost lost episode. And then
that was a chaotic night.
That was so chaotic.
Yeah, Tom and Joe from Talk Around Riyadh will be joining for that panel as well. With these panels, you will not see, other than maybe whenever it starts and when it ends, you will not see the Black Tower there.
Yes.
These panels are meant to happen without us being right there, so that our hosts for the panels have free reign. They can do the whole thing themselves and enjoy themselves. And it gives us a little bit of break. And there may be 2 panels that are covering us moving from location to location.
Can I also say, Andrew, I don't mean to call you out, and I love you very much, but the apostrophe should be between the A and the M, not the S, the H and the A.
Oh, why you got to call him out in public
it's
like
Asha
that?
Bon.
Well, to be fair, I was trying to hurry up and try and get these ready for you.
No, that's why I'm saying I love you, and you did a great job, and none of this would be possible if you hadn't organized the shit out of this. You are the organizer, Mihail, and it's great. Josh and I would be lost without you.
That'll be fixed whenever it's put up for the thumbnail for the show.
Just saying.
Second panel. Second panel is the next day, Saturday, the 16th of October, 2 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be about specifically how the power and channeling may work in the Fourth Age, irrespective of organizations. And it's going to have probably Dane Bornhold from Twitter, Angel the Bard of Time, and then both Brother Ryan and Brother Dan from Away of the League.
Oh, hell yeah.
So you'll get your at least an extra dose of puppet for the weekend. Who knows?
I hope that Brother Dan and Andro the Bard of Time both bring guitars so that they can just jam together, because that'd be sick.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. So the third panel, this will be the last panel for the Gathering Madness. This is still on the 16th, that Saturday. This will be at 5 p.m. And this is all about the Wheel of Time TV show trailer. As you can see on the screen, it'll have Unraveling the Pattern, Fantology podcast. It'll be either Jake or Steven from Fantology. It'll have Jem from Fantasy of the Ages, and then Jen from Talk Around Riyadh will be joining us. Will be joining that panel. So that's the panels that are coming out now. With the trailer one, if there's a longer release trailer by then it'll primarily probably focus on that. If not, then it'll just be then it'll just be more discussion on the teaser that we already have. We planned this to be the third panel, I don't know, a while back.
Yes, I have 3 comments to respond to. 1, Headski, thank you very much. These are great guests, and we are blessed to have them. We were incredibly fortunate to contact a number of people and have the vast majority of them say yes. We are super, super humbled by the fact that these people would want to join us. Number 2 is this one. Dana, yes. Rubs, 100% welcome. We are down for sauces. We are down for rubs. We are down for powders. Whatever it is, definitely suggest them. We will figure out a way to get them onto the wings that we have, or the strips that we have, depending. Because if anyone remembers way back in the day, for our technical first birthday, our very first birthday, we did Jack in the Box strips. Because they were
Reaper squeezing. I had as a toddler.
Yes, no, indeed. And they were surprisingly good. Also, the Dane comment. I just want to throw out there, Adalorna, just because he didn't tell you, his wife, that he was coming on to our podcast does not mean that that's a problem. It's okay. It's fine. He can have a life. You can have a life. Just because you're married doesn't mean you're not 2 people still.
No. They're not married. No. Daniel.
Wait, it didn't happen?
You missed it.
Nope.
No.
Oh, I thought that there was a wedding.
No.
What?
Dane was still
Jesus.
in love.
Oh, man.
with Bayard.
Oh.
He left her at the altar.
Jared
Well-
Bayard ruined the wedding. Yes.
Wait,
Wait,
were you
was it
shipping Dane and Jarrett?
Were they? Was it a situation where Jarrett stood up in the ceremony and had an objection
The
to
radio?
it, or was it a situation where Dane never showed up? Because those are different. Those are different situations.
No, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad.
Oh man, I am so sorry, Adalorna. In that case, fuck Dane. He's not coming on anymore. No. I'm just
Yeah, Duck Bane.
It's like Pat and Fane, but he's playing like Duck, Duck, Goose.
I mean, whatever gets you there.
Wait,
buddy.
is it Dane Fane? Is that what it is?
That's the new game right there.
That's the new game right there. That's the Wheel of Time inspired game.
But anyway, so for the mixology contest, in the form where you submit your entries for that, there's an end date for that. I believe it's the 12th. I think it's like midnight on the 12th of October to give us time to go and get it. Hot sauces. I don't think we have a necessary like I
The
don't know,
first.
like end date.
The
Oh,
first of
October.
September, the 1st of October. Sorry, the 1st of October. The 1st of September was a while ago. So, the 1st of October is when we will end it, so that we actually have time to have the Patreons vote on which ones we can do, or they'd like us to do, I should say, and then get it to Havelock. Because I know that we are going to have to order. The likelihood is that we're probably going to have to order at least one.
3,000 Twitter follower bots.
Hey, I paid good money for those 3,000 bots.
There's only like 174 that are real. The rest are like just fake. Yeah.
No, but we do want to have time to buy the alcohol for the Matt's Mixology and the hot
just
sauces
because this
for
is
the
in
Taste
Utah,
of
I
Taint.
can do a couple days beforehand.
Correct. So there will be a little bit extra time for the mixology contest, but the hot sauce we might need to order from elsewhere. So hopefully we can get them on Amazon and stuff, and we have, a couple day shipping, but we'd like at least a week to make sure that we can actually have them. Because in the end, Taste the Taint is a fundamental principle of the Black Tower podcast, and it would be horrifying if we didn't do the Taste the Taint challenge right. So we want to make sure that we get it right and that we're good.
All right, so I think that's pretty much everything. We're gonna have an AMA after this next little bit here, but we want to go ahead and bring in one of our patrons. Came to us with an idea about a fantasy football style kind of draft thing. So,
Dude, I'm so
we love
excited.
it. It's going to be dope. You're going to love it too. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Smack. How you doing?
Yeah,
Hey guys, how's it
Excellent.
going?
There he is.
Doing good.
Can you hear me
welcome,
okay?
welcome, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You're
your
running
audio
all
is
my
good.
PTP swag up in here.
Yes, I love it.
Hell to
Can
the
I just say, I do not do enough work to actually do fantasy sports, because while I am a sports watcher and I enjoy the idea of fantasy sports, I don't do enough research to actually do fantasy sports. But when you came to us and were like, no, this is fantasy television watching, I was like, the amount of speaking my language
me up.
is so high. I'm so excited for this. Like, seriously.
And you have another fan, if you didn't know.
Thank you.
Well, she's a fan of his beard anyway.
At least of the beard. I mean, at the very least. But, sometimes that's enough.
Sometimes that's enough.
Sometimes it is enough. Quote of the
So,
night.
Josh lost his beard for just a second because he turned into a Pirates of Caribbean character.
The
and was
Moon
just
Love
said he
Night
was.
came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
He wanted to
scary.
be Jack, and they thought Skellington, not Sparrow. So yeah. But,
Anyway,
so this is
Smack,
all
we are
creation.
so happy to have you.
Yeah, you know everything about it. I think you should have the ability to share screen. So
Well, I've got it pulled up, but I think you have to say it's
Oh
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can. I just want to make sure you have it where you want it to be before I bring it up. And you just let me know when you're ready, and I'll throw it up on the screen, and you can start telling us all the fun things.
Okay, it's ready to go. So
All right.
Fuck.
Here it goes.
Yes.
I'll get rid of that so it doesn't interfere.
Dude, this looks dope. I'm already all the
Dude,
hype.
I'm hype as fuck. I'm also gonna start talking smack and say that I predict that Daniel is gonna win this. Sorry, Josh and Andrew. I'm gonna win this fantasy league. I deal with it right now because that's what's gonna happen.
the most important part of fantasy sports is the trash talk. Absolutely.
Right? Exactly.
100%.
The
So-
most important part of the Black Tower podcast in general, fantasy sports and Super Smash Brothers, is the smack talk.
Absolutely.
Well, speaking of smack talk, let's smack talk.
What? Ew. No.
Oh, shit.
So this is kind of the rules and stuff that I've come up with for this fantasy scoring for the Wheel of Time TV show. So basically,
Oh shit! His
I've got it all together.
transitions, dude.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god, my brain just exploded.
I've
Smack
gathered
came to
together my
play.
people. I'm going to act as commissioner
Yes.
for all judgment calls, and we're going to draft as soon as this presentation is over.
Fuck yes.
So,
All right, let's do this.
okay. There's 3 ways that you can score. You can score through combat, romance,
Hell
and
yeah.
magic systems.
Yes.
I'm not going to make the joke.
Here's how you're going to go for the positives.
Pussy.
Just winning a fight
Sorry,
is going to give you 2 points.
Go.
All right, winning a fight.
It's just going to give you 2 points.
Okay.
Getting a kill,
Okay.
5 points. Killing a Dreadlord or a magic user, an Aes Sedai, something, 7 points. Obviously, with the difficulty upped. And
Copy.
Forsaken or equivalent will be a 10 point.
Excellent.
But just
So
like
if you don't draft Rand at the point of hitting the eye of the world, you're a moron. Stop
Yours
yourself.
is drafted. So but
Maybe
you can
though,
also
in the
lose.
TV show, it might be different.
You know,
Get the fuck
you
out of
can
here,
lose.
Josh.
So losing a fight, you lose 2. Your character dies, you lose 5. Your character dies
Ooh.
by a random, you lose 7. Your character dies by Pater, you lose 10.
Oh shit! Wait, what if Pater is the one who dies?
I feel like there should be an automatic deduction just for drafting Pater. That's weird.
You draft a dark friend, you automatically lose. I love it.
Okay. Then we go for romance, flirting 2, kissing, fondling, whatever, 5. Any hookups, you go 10.
Boom! I love it.
All right.
And then just the opposite. You beat a creeper, -2. You're trying to force yourself, -5. You force yourself, -10.
Thailand. What?
Yeah.
I didn't say that out loud.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Spoilers.
Ooh. Ooh.
Spoilers.
Don't
Okay.
draft
Hey,
any of the white
Is there not a spoiler banner with it? Oh no, that's just for
Hold on,
adult
hold on.
humor
Here,
and
let me-
language.
let me
Okay,
pull it up.
fair enough. Fair enough. I
All
apologize.
right, there we go. Now you're good. Now you're covered. Now
All right,
the
cool.
All right.
There it is.
For the
There it is.
magic
There it is.
system, using magic, 2. Using magic to take somebody out, 5. Using magic, winning magic duels, that's a 7. And then discovering new lost magics or talents is 10.
Ooh, Damn, Smack! I love this system already. This is super fun.
Dude,
Yeah,
this is
thank you.
good.
Okay.
I'm excited.
And for your negatives.
Dude, your transitions though. Fuck. All right.
I'm gonna guess that you're a vet, right? You were in the military at one point?
No, sir.
No.
That's why the transitions are good.
Oh,
Yeah.
touche.
Come on.
Well played. Well played. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, bad magic system. You know, your magic doesn't work. -2. You lose a magic fight. -5. You know, you try to do something with the magic with bad side effects. -7. And if you just physically can't do it, or something you should be able to and you're not able to, it's -10.
So naive.
Yeah, that's basically the naive category.
Shots fired.
Sorry.
Or-
Naive up until
Damn.
book 5. In book
Yeah,
5,
ish.
she's fine. But
Well, we'll
earlier
have to see
than
how
that-
it goes with the TV show.
fair. I said book specifically. We'll see what season.
Want an
book 5
example?
is.
I thought you'd never ask.
Is
Here
that
we
a
go.
raccoon? Man, that
Yes.
should be a badger. What is this?
Well, it flew away. So
shit.
All righty.
Send
For an example, player A picks Moraine, player B picks land, and player C takes Sinbui, right?
Please tell me that those are all worth the same amount of money. That
This will be
Senbui
just a
is
straight
up
zero, no
there
cost. No
with
cost.
Moraine, Lan, and
Absolutely cost the same.
nice.
So say, episode 1, Moraine kills 2 Trollocs with fire. She's going to get 10 points for the 2 Trolloc kills
Nice.
and 2 points for using the magic in the first place.
Oh,
Excellent.
cool. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
So now Lan, in that same episode, is going to kill 2 Trollocs also, and he's going to flirt a little bit with Nynaeve.
Nice.
So he's going to get
He's gonna
14
wink
points
at
for
her while
the
he's killing
physical
shit.
Trolloc kill and 2 points for the
he gives her,
for the
he gives her a
non-creepy
little
flirt.
shoulder.
so he's
Little
going to
shoulder
be at
with
60.
the. Excellent.
And then Matt's going to take a swing and hit Sin. He's going to go down. Sin's going down in -2.
Okay. Now I want Matt to like swing on Senbui. Like, not even kidding. I want that to happen.
how many
Wait,
times do we have
but,
to teach you
but
this
the
lesson,
real
old
question
man?
is, doesn't Sen get like a bunch of points in the first episode for having thatched all of those roofs?
No, that was not a point
What?
garnering category.
Thatch was not a point garnering category? Ugh.
We don't give
I
a
call
fuck about your
shenanigans.
thatch.
That's all right. We'll allow it. Any complaints, just
No,
write them in
not at all.
triplicate and then email them to me, and I will
All right.
immediately discard them.
Excellent.
Immediately. So
I will make sure that there is a carbon copy, pink, white, and puce.
wonderful. So basically, this is just saying, Moraine would give a player 12 points, Lan would give somebody 16, and Sin would lose you 2.
Nice.
As with these shows, there's going to be a little bit of gray area. What constitutes a kill? What constitutes a flirt? That's why the commissioner is there, so that the guys don't have to call their own fouls. Basically,
Excellent.
I'm here for you.
I love it. Because we could argue for hours
Oh,
on
absolutely.
what constitutes a flirt and what constitutes a kill.
We have argued for hours on the show.
About what constitutes a flirt and what constitutes a kill. I've been there.
About anything.
Truth.
Absolutely.
So here's a question for you:
Mm-hmm.
how many players on each team is what?
Oh, are you
We're
asking
talking
how many drafted
5.
players? Yeah. All right. Excellent. I love
about? No,
it.
like how many people are going to be a part of each team? And it sounds like the answer is each team can have 5.
5 players.
Yes, exactly. So it's going to be each of the 3 of us. So Andrew has a team, Josh has a team, Daniel has a team. And on each team, there will be 5 drafted players. I love it.
So here's the draft board, fellas.
Oh, shit.
All right.
That is indeed a draft board.
So
Wait, and all of these characters are the same
Senbui
price.
is on there.
they're all the confirmed cast, except for Steve. I miss Steve.
Except for Steve. Fuck!
That
Well, I
was
want
the one
Steve.
person I was gonna.
We can always write him in.
No,
So-
you're good.
But yes,
Oh, man, I'm going to have to blow this up because...
here's your draft
I already
board.
know exactly who I want.
Okay, to determine the draft order, I thought about this. Last night, I went and looked up the named Aes Sedai on the Tarvalon Library's website. If you guys want to guess a number of how many Aes Sedai are on that, let's just say closest one gets first, second, third. Easy. Does that work?
I mean,
It works for me.
Daniel died.
Oh.
So,
Here you go.
totally, guys. I agree.
I did. I totally
Yeah,
died. I don't know why that happened, but I did.
He
die.
agrees. Oh, he's
I
back.
do also agree.
okay.
Called it.
So
I don't know what I'm agreeing to, but I do also agree.
determining the draft order by guessing the amount of Aes Sedai on the list from TarvalonLibraries.net. So I pulled up the list. I counted every Aes Sedai.
238.
How many?
That's my guess. That's my guess. 238.
238? Okay.
Yep.
I'm
And
gonna
if someone
go-
$1 me, I swear to God,
I'm gonna go
You're
with
getting
136.
Okay. Now
I'm
keep in
gonna-
mind, this is Aes Sedai that were male from the Age of Legends are counted in this.
Ooh.
I don't know if that changes at all.
187.
I'm gonna say 312.
Okay. So let's just say that it is 366.
Yeah!
shit, yeah.
So I go last. Got it.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
All right. Oh, man.
Screw you,
So we're doing,
Amin
so we're
Khan
doing
Mahea.
episode 1. Episode 1 of the TV show.
See, I'm going to be rubbish with this because I'm going to pick my favorite characters regardless of whether or not they do anything.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I suck.
Okay. Also, this
All
will be a snake draft. We're gonna do the snake draft style. So Andrew gets last of the first, but that means he'll get first of the second.
Excellent.
Okay.
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
All right, my first pick is gonna be Daniel Henney, Alan Mandragoran. Boom, done.
Good pick.
Okay.
Solid
That is-
pick.
Yeah, you can't get mad at that.
God
And
damn.
if I can figure out where the heck I put
torn.
Oh, it's I
He's
put
right
it
here.
Alan Mandragor.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
All right.
Which, to be
I'm gonna
fair,
go with-
he's also one of my favorite characters. So I may or may not be doing the same thing as you, Josh.
I'm actually deviating here from
Ooh,
what my favorite
shit!
character would be to whom I think is a solid bet. And I'm going to go with Moraine Damodred.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong.
Good.
I got mad
Good.
love for Moraine.
Right? You're making Andrew very annoyed though right now
No,
because
I
Rosamund Pike is one of his favorite actresses. So
And Morshadi, that was my number one right there.
Now, keep in mind, guys, this is fantasy. This is so swearing, trash talking, biting, scratching are all real crowd pleasers.
oh yeah, no,
Biting and
they're,
scratching.
they're not only crowd pleasers, they're required. I don't know if you guys got the contract
You
for
signed
this,
the
but
waiver.
So,
you must.
this is your team for the whole season, right? You're
No.
going to accrue points per
Wait,
episode.
this is your team for the whole season?
This is your season team.
Fuck.
Now-
all right.
I mean,
You
because we play
can
fantasy
drop and
football,
trade
like,
if you really want to. We can work
Sure.
something out.
No,
But-
definitely. That'll be happening.
if we don't drop and trade, that won't be fun. Like that's half the game. Come on.
Maybe like every other episode, there's like a trade draft.
No, every episode. After the last
Screw
episode, every episode there will
There
be
has to be a length of
trade.
time. You have to have like a
Yeah, it's
consequence.
every
We can figure that out
episode.
after we pick our
After
teams.
every
Oh, yeah,
episode,
pick
Josh,
your
I
initial
feel
team.
like
Well,
Go, Andrew.
Because it's not our choice when that happens. We have a commissioner for a reason.
that is
That's
true.
true.
No, you're right.
So-
I
And
and I'm gonna
apologize.
say this: I'm not gonna accept trades between episodes 1 and 2 and 2 and 3.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Sure. So this is
Look
1, 2, and
who's
3
smart.
all
Well,
together.
they all dump at once. So
Solid.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
I mean, I'm just not. You guys can't watch episode 1 and be like, "All right, cool, I'm done with episode 1. I'm gonna go to 2 now." It's like, let's just go with
All
3,
right.
and then go
Fair.
week to week.
Fair.
So
I'm in.
for my round 1 pick, first pick, I'm going to go with the Zaddy. I'm picking Tam.
Ugh.
You're picking Tam.
I am
Nice.
picking Tam.
Excellent.
Althor.
Solid choice.
Dude, the
Solid
flirting
choice.
that Tam does with Senbui, that's gonna get you a lot of points.
A lot of heat there. A lot of heat.
We'll see. And so now I go first for round 2, right?
That's right. You're up again.
So in retaliation, my first pick for round 2 is Logain.
Oh,
Absolutely.
that's
You
what
got
we like to
Rosamund.
see.
I get Alvaro.
Amazing. I love it.
God damn it. All right.
All right.
So I
Josh,
go next.
shoot your shot. Shoot your
or
shot.
does
Make it
Daniel go
happen.
next?
No, you go next. It's snake draft. So it'll go me, you, Andrew, Andrew, you, me. Me,
Okay,
you, Andrew.
Always
Yeah,
in the
Andrew,
middle.
me.
Give me Tom Maryland.
Tom.
Damn.
Wow. Off the board early.
Right? All right. Smack.
Yes, sir.
Hit me with Rand.
Okay.
My boy
Smack
Rand.
attack.
Yosha Strudowski. Let's get this done. And then I want you to hit me right after that. No follow-up, no thought. Nynaeve Almira. Let's do it.
90.
Ooh, good
Ooh.
call.
A risky pick, though.
Is it?
It
Is it
is.
really?
Well, you remember.
Okay.
They
Oh,
like to
I
use
remember.
magic.
Oh, I remember.
Okay.
Give me CT
All right.
Napier. I want a warder. Give me a warder.
Oh.
Also, I
Dude,
follow
he
CT
doesn't
on the
show up
Insta.
until episode 5. You're going to
You're
be
looking for
so
Maxim, huh?
disappointed.
You were looking for Max. Huh?
I'm trying to stack the physical. Is what I'm trying.
No,
to
I
do.
like it. I like
That's
it.
fair.
I'm stacking the
so
kills. That's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna go with mommy herself and pick Suwon.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
There it is. Wait, young or old? No,
Doesn't matter. Still
Oh.
Suwon Sanchi.
He said, "Mommy."
I'm counting.
So
on
I'm
some
hoping
magic
he
he's
did
going
say
with the
mommy.
old.
He did. Yeah, fair.
I'm hoping that
and
means
then-
the old.
And then going into the next, I know who my last is going to be, but for this one, I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick Barney Harris. For
Hey,
Hey.
Good.
that bitch
That's
boy
a solid pick.
himself. Is it?
I'm hoping some of the Dark One's luck will rub off on me like the tank has.
No, it's
Give me
it's
Peter Franson.
mid-season. It's mid-season math that you got to watch out for.
It just says he has to win a
beginning
fight. It doesn't
of
give me a
season
fight where
one.
he's on the good
Actually,
side.
no. On my next pick, give me Ivan.
Ooh,
Going Ivan. Okay.
Going
Yeah, give me
Ivan. All right.
Is
all
there
right.
minus points for
All of
if they die?
Alana's warders have been picked, but no one has taken Alana. I'm just
That
saying.
is true. In
He
answer
says
to your
as
question,
it's Daniel's turn to
Josh.
pick?
Yeah, he does. It was great. I'm happy with that.
Yes, I'll bet you are.
See, but I don't know. I gotta. See, this is
I have
this
both
is
of
the
them
last
as
two picks are
warders,
where
just saying.
it becomes hard.
Well, I mean, you're picking
That's
two
what she
back to
said.
back. So if you narrow
No,
it down
exactly.
to two choices,
All right. Give me Marcus Perrin Perrin Ibarra.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You got 2 of the 3 Taviran.
Damn straight. I know. I did that on purpose.
I know.
And I'm gonna drop one of them and pick up Ingtar later on in the season. Get the fuck out of my face.
I'm
I was
just
about to say,
letting y'all know.
Ingtar's got to be, yeah.
Sin's just hanging out there.
No, you're totally right. And if one of the categories was roof thatching, I'd pick up Sen. Come on,
Be a hard trade later on, though.
right? Damn. All right. Woof. For the first 3 episodes, I want to pick Alana.
Chat is going nuts with our picks.
I want to pick, like
"What the fuck
Alana
is wrong with
seems
you
like a
guys?"
good pick, but at the same time, I feel like she's not going to show up until later. So, you know what?
So
in
don't
the
pick her.
first
You
few,
don't want her.
in the first few episodes, I'm going to go Abel Cawthon. Hit me with Abel.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Done.
Okay. Wild
I'm
card.
doing it. Wild card Abel Cawthon. Let's do it. Because Zaddy's not on.
So-
Well, actually, he's like incapacitated, so fuck that guy. But Abel,
Right.
he feels like he's in the he's in town for
He's the
winter
best
night,
quarterstaff in the Two Rivers.
right?
He's
Exactly.
the best quarterstaff in the
See,
Two Rivers.
see.
Second best.
Okay.
Well,
No,
No,
first
no,
best.
I
First
really-
best quarterstaff in the Two Rivers. Second best Archer.
No, it said he would win when Tam didn't win.
No. He would
That's
win
right.
archery when Tam didn't win. He is
Yeah.
the best quarterstaff in the Two Rivers. He's
And he
number
beat
1.
Tam.
He
Yep.
beat Tam, which is one of the reasons that Matt does so fucking well against Galata and Gawain
Oh yeah,
in
absolutely.
the
That's right.
Swords quarterstaff match.
That's right.
I always get
That's right.
I always get a little angsty when they say, "Why is Matt so good with a quarterstaff?" It's like, hello,
You're
his
like,
dad
because
is
you have the
legit.
best fucking teacher. Get
Bruh.
the shit out of you. All right, Josh. Let's go. Pick
So
5. Let's
here's
do
the
it.
thing. I really, really, really want to say Peter Franson because I love him. He's amazing.
Duh.
And Peter, I know you're watching the show. I'm going to call your agent. We're going to get you on. Okay. I'd like to talk to you about being a warder. You have a story to tell, sir, and we want to help you tell it. That was my sales pitch. Okay. Maybe you'll see it. Alana, give me Alana.
All
Okay.
right.
Alana is where I know she's a solid pick. She's going to be.
All right.
Fuck.
I'm stuck in between 2. And the
That's what
only
she said.
hesitancy that's shut up. The only hesitancy that's coming up
Best
is
place to
I
be. Hey-o.
don't know how much of the stuff that's going to score points we're going to see Pat and Fang do.
Right? No, that's 100% my
I feel like
only
because
reason.
of the actor, we're
that
going to see
Pat
him a fair
Fang-
bit.
Ugh.
But is it so much of what are we going to see him do a bunch of the stuff that's actually going to gain points? Whereas there's another character that I can pick who will probably at least gain a lot of flirting points. I'm hoping.
Aram.
No, even if he was a guaranteed winner, never
Yes.
picking Arm.
Get the
I've got a-
well, the Tinker. He's quite a flirt.
Yeah, well, he's also quite a. Anyway,
Oh no! Say it! Say it! It's
No,
not
quite
just
a little
fact
bit.
talk
No, he
between
is.
the three of
he's
us.
a little bitch.
There you go.
I got to stay true to my girl. I got to go with Kay Alexander and pick men.
Oh man.
Hey!
Do it.
All right. I don't know how many points you're
There
gonna
it
get,
is.
but
I'm counting on the flirts.
None.
yeah,
Depends
in
on
the
what
first
depends
3
on what the-
episodes, I'm gonna
Depends on
say
what the
very
commissioner
little.
says flirting is. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say in the first 3 episodes, I'm guessing very little.
I'm also
in
heavily relying on
season-
the fact that I have a
At
degree
the
in
end of
bullshitting.
season 1, maybe the the whole of season 4, dude, Min would get you 1,000 points. But yes, oh my god, this is so exciting. I'm
I am
And
so
since
happy
we
with
get
my
to see
team
the
right
first
now.
3 episodes, I can also like that. That'll be a good like metric for trading out.
Yes,
right then and there,
accurate.
so.
Can I also
Like,
just
if I only
say,
get points from Tam for like episodes 1 and maybe 2, then yeah.
right? Can I also just say I love that my first 2 picks were just my 2 favorite characters, not in order, but in close to the order. Because I was floored that you guys left Rand on the board that long.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
he doesn't really
it's-
do a lot in the beginning, though.
Are you kidding me?
He kills
In
Nard.
episodes 1, 2, and 3, he kills Narg. He absolutely flirts with Egwene. Get out of my face. It's very possible that by the end of episode 3, he'll have figured out his magic powers. Get out of my face.
I'm
He'll
kinda
have met gold. He'll
kind of
have called down
surprised that
lightning.
no one picked Egwene though.
Dude, I thought
thought
about
about
it.
it.
I really thought
well,
about it.
I was trying to go with characters I loved, and I was trying to get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, same.
Characters I love and characters who I think will score points.
Yes.
I don't
Well,
get me wrong.
and-
I love Egwene, and I think
Well,
she
and
will
again,
score points.
when we get
But
into
I don't
like
think she'll score as
later in season 1 and when we get later into the series in general, Egwene's gonna be a point master. Are you kidding me? Like, seriously.
Many. That's right.
But season 1 Egwene, like, again, I'm not saying she's bad, but as far as point acquisition, I think she's gonna be a little on the lower side.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We'll
later
see.
on in the season, we'll see. Because I might drop Abel. I'll probably drop Abel for Egwene after episode 3.
I think you should drop Abel. No,
Yeah, no,
I think you
I
should
think-
stay true. Stay loyal to
I
Abel,
think
man.
I think
Keep
Winter Knight Abel is gonna get me some points. But I think later on I'm gonna need to drop Abel and pick somebody else up,
No,
whether it's a trade
I think you should
or
be loyal
just a
to him,
bench
man.
drop.
Keep him.
Fuck you.
Keep
I
him.
mean, y'all are going to be very excited. for Winter
Season
Night,
season
so.
7 Abel is gonna get me so many points, and you don't even dude, again, Smack,
Okay, all the teams
seriously, this is so exciting. I am more down for this. This just made me so much more excited for the episodes of season 1 that are coming out than you could even understand. Because as I said, I don't do enough research on sports teams to play fantasy. I feel like I have a good head on my shoulders, but I don't do anywhere near enough research to be like, who's playing, what is like, who are the biggest people on their team, all of that different stuff. But television shows, that's my world. That's
You
where
know
I
what this-
live.
You know what
This
this
is
means,
exactly
right?
what I love.
You know this means that after the episodes come out, within a day or two, we've got to come on and do another live stream to update and talk about the fantasy draft.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm-
Andrew, I'm fully aware.
I will fill these out after I've got the boards for each episode.
Mhm.
I'll fill them out on a per episode basis,
Yes.
and I'll at least post them in Discord. You guys can
Fuck
post them
yeah.
wherever you want from there.
Excellent.
Okay.
Now,
Dude,
for,
Well,
man.
you,
those that might want the
So-
rules to like kind of run their own, I guess, league, I guess it would be what it is. And just so people can see the rules too, where is there a place where they can go to see the PowerPoint?
Not yet. I'll have to put something up for that.
Okay.
So
Well, I say I love all of the fans. I do. Every single one of our 3,175 fans are very, very
hell yeah,
special.
cheers.
You guys are amazing. You guys are super awesome. But also, I'm sorry, fuck you for the first few episodes of the draft. This is our thing. Smack made it for us. I could not be more excited for us. So maybe after like episode 5, you can know the scoring. But this is us. This is very close to Daniel's heart right here. And we're gonna see this through.
Let me ask this. Smack, is there or will there be at some point in time, maybe season 2, the option of allowing other people to join in?
Dude,
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that idea.
I don't know how scalable this is.
Well, we probably have to modify team size, but absolutely. Like when I pitched this to you guys, I think we decided on just you 3 for the initial season.
Yep.
Sure.
But I was definitely down. I think we should absolutely do the 3 of us for bragging rights and some kind of reward for season 1. For season 2, I think we put the Black Tower podcast up against 2 other content creators for season 2. And then we can do whatever we want after that. But I love the idea of sort of inside the Black Tower podcast for season 1, just the 3 Mahales. And then we open it up and start a real like competition throughout, if you will. And by season 3 or 4, we're doing like, 10 different content creators with a team of 3 or whatever. That'd be amazing.
Smack, you don't know what you did, son.
Dude, I love this. This is amazing.
If we can put the rules and how it works out, then that will allow people, they can do their own leagues and they can kind of like do their own size, like how many people are in the league. They can do their own kind of adjustments to team size and when they're going to do trades and stuff. And then that too, like we can run it this way. And if they make a change and they can show like, oh, this worked out really well, it made it a lot easier for this, and this, might be feedback that Smack that you enjoy and might be like, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's make that the standard. And then by season 2, you can make it something bigger, where maybe you could even do something where like you have the people competing within the league, but then that league overall is competing with like somebody else's league. So like maybe there's a Black Tower league and a Dust and Wheel league, and at the end, whichever league has the most collective points for the season, they win out. And you can do like kind of like the brackets that we all vote on. Except this will just be determined by points, and that way too, you're not trying to have a ton of people competing over draft picks.
That's fair. And then
I agree with what
3,
North
we're
Harbor
talking
Podcast
about
just said.
already having this on DraftKings and FanDuel, and we'll be getting cash prizes. So,
So here's my second question. Because I believe
I don't like Shadi's idea here.
Yes. I believe in these types of systems, there should be a reward and a consequence.
Oh,
I
So,
was with you until you said consequence. Can we restart the draft?
oh no,
This was just showing people how to draft right now.
Yeah, this was just the
whoever wins
example.
should get a reward,
Yes.
and whoever loses
mm-hmm.
should face a consequence.
Okay,
and there
are we
should
going to
be, like, a
determine that right now?
I think we should.
That might require some thought, unless you already have ideas. Smack, do you have any ideas for like reward versus consequence?
I don't have anything offhand. I was kind of playing with stuff, but I didn't want to push anything on you guys. So
Please push.
Well, this is brainstorming.
Smack, that's
this is
the
brainstorming.
whole point of the Black Tower podcast.
As long as you push it and push it good, we're good.
Push it. Push it good.
Push
Push it real good.
I don't know. My favorite fantasy trophy of all time is always the championship belt, and that was just me.
Oh, yes.
All right.
I like it. I'm down with that.
But
Do
we
not
have to
touch any beards. Adalorna Sedai is very adamant that we not shave anything.
No. She
Not
said
any beards.
beards. Heads
The
sounds
beards
fine.
Must
Legs
remain
sounds fine.
intact.
Just beards is the one thing that we're not allowed to do.
But-
Typically, we only sell off hair like for charity events. So
Truth.
That's true.
And if we do
So-
legs and Josh loses, will we even get it before next season?
Oh, fuck!
Hey, I delivered on that. Sheesh.
That was some
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this week's Smack Talk. Uh,
The chat
I
all
feel like
agrees.
that needs to be like a new segment, Smack Talk.
Chat all agrees with no beards. Maybe that's what we
Oh,
can
yeah.
call the draft, like fantasy draft, smack talk.
yeah, I love it.
And for those
Um,
of you who think I didn't deliver on my leg thing, it's on TikTok. So,
Whoa,
bleh.
why'd you put it on TikTok, you fuckface?
Why more shiny?
so people
Why?
can see it. And Morshani, god damn it.
So
So-
No.
all the,
Hey, we're delivering on that
all
we
current
are.
recipes that we have
It
from
hasn't
last year
happened
and this year
as
are
of
already
now, but wait until November. Cool your tits. Calm your memories.
So maybe what we do is we come up with a couple different options. Not now. We probably won't decide that now because this is
I'm still
actually
listening.
a large decision. But maybe what we will do is come up with a couple of things that could be used as consequences. And then
Sure.
we allow
'Cause
our
I
patrons
I
to
love
vote
the
on
reward
what
one.
should be the consequence and reward. Yeah.
I think to be fair, we should come up with just one consequence because I think that the other consequence, and there should be two, and only two. One should be having to buy the person who wins the championship belt.
Ooh.
I think there should be a monetary consequence, if you will, of the two people who lose purchase the championship belt for the person who wins. I think that's fair.
I think that'll work for the first round.
Okay, here's the
Well,
second one.
season 1 is the first round. That's it.
I know.
The whole season 1 is the first round.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
at
Smack,
the
what do you
end of
got?
season 1,
Well,
Yeah,
keeping
smack.
in line with the Taste the Taint, the
oh,
loser could do the one chip challenge.
all right, I'm in.
I don't know if
I
I
love
wanna do
this.
I
This is great.
I'm okay with this.
I'm good.
I'm
good
down.
with it.
Excellent. All right. So we have it here, folks. We already decided everything's great. The winner of the fantasy draft will receive, as bought from the other two members, a
Like,
championship
thank you.
belt that says the year that they won, what it was for, all of that good stuff. Boom. Beautiful. The losers have to purchase the championship belt for the winner and do a one chip challenge. I'm down.
I
I'm
wonder
in
if
for
New
this.
I like
Creations
it.
could do
I
like,
like
an
it.
acrylic belt buckle or something. What the?
Oh, bet New Creations by
Ooh,
Jen
dude,
Cook.
an actual belt buckle. Fuck,
Oh,
that would be cool.
I thought you were talking about like a physical benefit.
Well, yeah, no, I was talking
Yeah.
about like the like WWE like title
Mhm.
belt. But a belt buckle
I
would
was
be
thinking,
even
like,
cooler.
Because like yeah,
I'd
you want it to
actually
be like,
being able to wear that around. That'd be
yeah,
even
and you also want it to be
doper.
something that like it's a consequence, but something that's not going to be potentially absorbently prohibitively.
Oh
expensive.
yeah. No, I was
those
thinking that we
reproduction
would
WWE
find
belts can be pretty pricey.
somewhere. Yeah, I was thinking that we would find somewhere that did some kind of good facsimile.
Like I'll print out one on paper and send it to you. Like
yeah,
sure.
that's not enough of a consequence. Fuck you. When you lose and need to send it to me, I don't want paper. At the very minimum, Josh would need to 3D print it for me.
That is the other.
I can do
option.
Oh, that's totally fair. I feel.
If nothing else, you can 3D print it, and then you can cast it out of metal. So
Yes, indeed. But no, I'm super excited for this. This is fucking great.
I like it. I like it.
The amount of just trash talk that's going to be happening between the three of us on our regular episodes is so high.
That's the
I am
best part
so
about
ready
all
for
this.
this.
It should
Right?
give you guys a free 15 minutes of just
Right? We just start every episode with the intro and then just what happened in that episode and how much Josh sucks. It's great. I'm 100%
We
in.
have a brand new tangent. Because,
Yes!
we were
Wait,
running short on tangents.
Wait, is that the new pre-recordings? After the episodes or after the season 1
Oh.
episodes come out on Amazon, we just have a built-in pre-recording where we just talk shit on how bad Andrew's team was.
Okay.
That might be.
I really think you guys are missing it when you missed out on Kiria Nagashi. I feel like she's going to be a point gold mine in the beginning. I really do.
Yeah, definitely.
I really feel like she's going to be the mentor that gets killed off early to raise the stakes of the whole thing.
Beautiful.
So
No, I
leave
think
your-
you're right. I think you're
Leave
in.
your comments below. Who do you think is going to be the best point maker, and in what category do you think they're going to have the best points? Leave
Okay,
that in the
and I will-
comments.
Yes.
And I will say this. Since they're dropping 1 through 3, I figured we would not trade during the 1, 2, and
Yeah.
3.
No, you're
But if
right.
you wanna
I
make trades-
forgot that they were actually doing all 3 of the first ones at the same time.
But if you want to make trades before the season starts, I'll allow that.
All right, no, that's fair.
Oh,
Because we do have a little bit of time here.
Yes.
So that means that by the end of the Gathering Madness,
Yeah, there we go.
whatever our team is by the time midnight on October 16th hits, whatever our team is at that point is what it is. And I think we should also
I'm in.
I think we should have the trades limited for this. I don't think you should be able to trade your entire team. I would think like you can only make 3 or 4 trades before the series
Well,
starts.
I'll
No,
go
I would say-
standard fantasy
I don't know if
waiver
that's a
wire.
thing.
Yeah.
So basically, because you picked last, if you want to trade, you have first dibs.
Yep.
If you
So then-
trade, you go to last,
Yep.
and then Josh will be next. And then, so if you and Josh want the same person, you get him, and Josh gets bumped.
Yep.
But if you get your person, then Josh can pick whoever he wants, and nobody can bump him. So
Okay. I've never
Well,
done
also,
fantasy
I don't
football,
know
so I
if
have
you
no
guys-
idea how this really works.
Yeah, so Josh and Andrew, I don't know if you guys are familiar with fantasy drafts. We have now picked our teams. Presumably, after each game, which again, as Smack has already reminded me, the first game for the show is going to be episodes 1 through 3 because they're all dropping on the same day.
right.
But then there will be a week between episodes 1 through 3 and episode 4. So if you want to drop any of your team members at any point for somebody who's on the bench, which is everybody we didn't pick, Andrew, you get first dibs if multiple people pick the same person on the bench
Okay.
because you picked last.
Well, that's only true until after the first week,
Correct. Yes.
and then
After
after
the first
whoever's in
week,
last place gets first.
It's the person in last place. Yes. And if you want to trade with another person, like if you, Andrew, said to me, hey, I want to trade Logain for Rand, as long as both of us approve that trade, totally fine. 100% fine. You can trade between teams as long as both team captains say that's okay and are down for that trade. And
Since we're
then,
doing
as
that,
said,
let me go ahead-
as-
can I go ahead and make my first trade then?
Absolutely, if you want.
oh shit, okay.
All right. I'm gonna drop Tam for Egwene.
Oh shit,
oh,
wow, his
Dropping-
first place
Dropping
draft
Tam.
pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Solid.
I mean, I thought on it more, and we've talked about it a little bit since, and it's like, okay, like,
Yeah, no, I get you. I'm there.
so
But
I
yeah,
still
so-
love you, Tam. We'll talk later.
Indeed. So the as I said, the rules of trading are if you want to trade between teams, as long as both captains are fine with it, that's always okay. And then if you want to drop somebody for someone on the bench, person who is in the last place spot or has the least points, always gets first shot. So if like Andrew, you wanted to drop, let's say Min for, Tam, and Josh also wanted to drop, Moraine for Tam. Whoever is in last place at the point of the ask for the trade, or between the 2 weeks, if you will, between the 2 episodes, that person would get first choice.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking that, like, as far as like being able to drop later on, I feel like there's a chance that I'll hit a point where Suwon's going to be one I want to drop, and there might hit a point where, as much as honestly, like Min is probably more of like I really love this character pick over, this is actually a smart choice pick. I'll admit that.
Possibly.
But, I mean,
we'll see.
I mean,
again,
it would have been obvious in the first round anyway. So
right, the wonderful thing about this is threefold. I think there are 3 awesome things about this fantasy. Number 1, we've all read these books, so we all have the same information. But the television show isn't necessarily going to be the same as the books. So we should all still be surprised by the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Number 2, I think that as of now, we have a lot of announcements of people in the show. And so we have, as Smack has very well done here, all of the people that we have announced for the show. But that doesn't mean that every role is cast. Or, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Every role is cast that they're going to have in the show, but we don't know the people who are playing each of those roles. So after the first 3 episodes come out, we absolutely will have more people to choose from, because there will be more people that are in the credits of each of the first 3 episodes that will then be able to drop and pick up from. And then the third thing is there is that, love of the characters and also what we think they're going to do in the show. And those aren't necessarily the same thing, which I'm hugely down for. I love the idea of, I love Tom Brady, but I think he's going to do terribly in the next 3 games, but I'm going to pick him anyway. I love Min Farshaw, but I think she's going to be terrible in the first 3 episodes, but it doesn't matter because I'm still picking Min. Fuck you and fuck your mother, and I'm picking Min. Like, it's great. I am so excited for this.
Yeah. So look, let's on that note, guys, seriously, like, round of applause, like thumbs up or claps or whatever you can do in chat, like, for Smack for putting this together. This is awesome.
Real.
I'm so excited. And I'm sure Smack, once you have it ready, where you can at least give out the roles and maybe like a template for how you've done the teams, whatever you want to commit to. As soon as you have that ready and available, like, obviously you're free to post it anywhere in the Discord, and if you want, we can like tweet it out and everything as well too.
If you want to make it a,
go ahead, Josh.
I was just going to say, if we want to, I think you and I should talk, and we'll make this sort of a public kind of a thing. And what I can do is I can put it on our website, so that if someone wants to view the progress of the Mahales to see which Mahale is leading the pack as the episodes progress, they can go to our website and check that out. If they want to see who's losing, aka and Khan Mahale, they can totally
Mr. Handicap. Oh, look at me!
Come by and be like, "Oh yeah, Daniel's losing," because of course. I mean,
fuck that guy.
Well, yeah, because you also picked Lan and Rand and Nynaeve and Perrin.
Right. Well,
hey man, you guys left him on the board. I don't know why you're so mad right now.
I am not mad at all.
The steal of the draft might be Matt in the 4th round, might be Perrin in the 4th round. Well, actually, I think it's Lana in the 5th round, though, in my honest opinion.
Fair.
So,
also, I just want to throw out there, Mira, I just want to say that as soon as Mark Hamill shows up as Luther and Telemon, I'm dropping somebody for that guy.
Like this.
It'd be funny if we didn't get a leak casting of who's going to play Lou.
You know, I will say,
if it's accurate, but it seems to be.
Yeah, the casting has already been confirmed. For
We'll see.
LTT.
We'll see. I don't know.
I will
about
say,
that.
I did.
I'm
select
pretty
Warders.
sure it's Mark Hamill. I don't buy into this whole
I-
leaked casting thing. If it's not Mark Hamill, I might not watch the show.
I did. Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
I did pick Warders thinking that they were like super badass fighters, but now I'm kind of
Which
thinking about
they
it
are.
going, I mean, they are super badass fighters,
Yeah.
but now I'm kind of thinking about it going, the show might showcase magic women. Warders might just be stormtroopers, and I feel like I might have made a mistake.
I don't
Well,
But I'm
I
gonna
just
stick
also
with my
want to
team.
throw out there.
I
I'm
don't
just
think the
saying.
warders will be stormtroopers, but I do think that everybody slept on Carrie and Nagashi. I really do. You see her in the trailer using powers at least twice.
I mean, you're not
Okay.
wrong.
Holding the shield, and she's healing Moraine in the trailer.
In the trailer. No, you're not wrong.
That is
but I also
definitely
want to
2
throw
points for
out
using
there.
magic.
Notice in the example, there were 3 characters mentioned, and one of them is winning on points, and it's not Senbui.
Oh, so that's
So-
really why you chose Lan. Okay, got it.
No, also because Daniel Henney's my
Oh,
boy,
shoot.
and fuck you, Andrew.
Well, if he's your boy, why hasn't he been on the show yet?
Because
Oh!
he's busy filming right now. Eat a dick.
I definitely saw an Instagram post where he was out like on vacation taking breaks and shit. He had
That was vacation on location so that he could film more of a different show. Shut up.
Stormtroopers never find North Harbor. Put that comment up.
It's up.
It's
Indeed.
accurate. It's true.
I also there's a great
well, they might be,
graphic
but they
that I
might be
saw.
like the 501st.
Oh,
only the
Okay, so-
Bad Batch can find North Harbor.
oh, accurate. Okay, so Smack, like, where do we go from here? Like, explain next steps. Like, what's going on?
No, this is if you guys want
This
to
is it?
drop it. Sorry, if we
Well-
want to drop and pick up from the bench or trade before episode 1, we
Yeah.
can do so. But this is the setup for episodes
We're
1,
set.
2, and 3.
Now
good.
we just watch the episodes.
Tinkering.
Yeah.
with
Count our points.
I will do the rest of the work for you guys. I will count the
Okay.
points. I will post them. All you guys got to do is enjoy and talk smack.
Right?
Okay.
And then after episode
Okay.
3, we may have some changes to make. And again, as Andrew already showed us, if you decide you would like to make some changes before episode 1, please do. But
Let's say
Okay.
this is the teams for episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Josh gets a week to 2 weeks. If he doesn't trade and you want to trade, you can bump back in after 2 weeks.
Okay,
That's it.
yeah, I'm in.
So
Okay.
Sounds good. Well, as soon as this is in a format where at least the
Okay.
rules and kind of the flow is together, we'll help Smack get it posted out and distributed. Go and in the meantime, if you're just totally jazzed about getting started on it now, this live stream will be up on our channel on YouTube. We're not going to like take it down or anything because we're not weirdos like that.
Yeah.
Not saying you're weird if
Except
you
for
do
that one comment that I made.
But you can rewind and get the rules from there if you really want to go
Yep.
ahead and get started now to have the most time to think about your changes. Or you can go ahead and be thinking about your draft picks, think about your leagues, how you're going to structure them, how you're going to do that, and all that fun stuff. And if you have questions, by all means, hop over in the Discord and ask. And I'm sure that as soon as he can, Smack will be more than happy to answer questions about it.
well,
But-
absolutely. And I could just create a scoring spreadsheet where, if you want to draft your own league or whatever, just a plug and play. I can kind of commission a couple leagues if you really want.
Right?
It shouldn't be that much extra effort. So if you really want to put together your own league, I can run that one too. So
Fuck yeah.
So there you go.
That is an epic sized offer, guys. Just throwing that out there. That is not a thing that comes normally. Normally, you have to pay a whole site to commissioner things for you. Just saying.
Oh, he's back. I thought we lost Josh for a second, but
We did for just a second.
Smack, thank you so much, dude, for putting this together and coming to us with it and kind of giving us like first shot at it.
Dude, we are incredibly grateful.
And even if it's not first shot, thank you for giving us a shot at it. I don't care if it's first or not. And I'm excited. I can't wait to see how this goes. It'll be the first like fantasy drafting I've ever done since like third grade when I made the mistake of choosing the Tennessee Titans. Anyway.
Woof. Buddy.
Yeah. It made it easy for math though, because they never had big numbers. And it was for a math class. So that part was super easy. I learned negative numbers pretty early on.
Nice.
But yeah, so as this comes out, we'll post more, and then we'll be talking with Smack and each other on when we can do live streams. Hopefully after like each episode comes out a day or two after, so that way we're also free to talk about the episode, and everybody's had more than ample opportunity to watch it because, well, we can do it Friday night because nobody's going to wait that long to watch the episodes. But
Right.
anyway.
Truth.
But anything final about the draft or anything before we let you go, Smack?
No. Thank you guys for letting me do this with you.
No. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Seriously.
We're excited.
This is something
Hell
that's
yeah.
been in my head for over a year now, and I've been working
Oh,
on it.
hell yeah.
And I'm just so happy that you guys are helping me get it out there.
Dude, 100%.
Well, like I said, we're going to put this on our website. We're going to blow this up as much as we can. And hopefully season 2 has quite a few participants. That would be awesome.
Oh, that'd be
Hell yeah.
wonderful. So,
Okay. All right. Well, thanks again, and we'll definitely be talking more.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right.
Dude,
So-
my black tower is so erect right now.
Dude, yeah.
I
I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm so excited for that. Dude, the whole day has just been so cool.
It has been a really good day, and it's only going to get better. Well,
I got to
the coming
say,
days.
today was a good day.
All right. So
I
we also said that we were going to do an AMA, an ask me anything or ask an Ashamon, whatever you want to call it.
Correct.
So,
Asking Ashaman.
so if you have questions that you want to ask us about anything about the Gathering Madness, about the Wheel of Time, about ourselves, whatever the case is, we'll do that here. But before we get that started, because I just remembered, we promised giveaways. So if you're
Correct.
watching
That did happen.
if you're watching on Twitter or if you're watching on Twitch, the giveaway bot is only going to work in the YouTube chat. So hop on over to YouTube at least long enough to enter the giveaways when they start. And we're going to get started with the first one. These giveaways we're doing as thank yous to the people that come in and listen to us or, download our episodes, chat with us, engage with us, and just make this whole experience of being Wheel of Time fans so much more enjoyable. So this first one is going to be a giveaway of a shirt just like this one.
hey.
This is our 5 Great Captains t-shirt.
Hell yeah.
It does come with different color t-shirts. So whoever wins, we'll be talking because, of course, we'll have to get your sizes for the shirt as well. But we'll figure out what size shirt you need and what color shirt you want out of the available colors. These will be coming from Spreadshirt. So this artwork was done by Tree. I'm sure you know her. If you don't know her, go and watch Watchinary. She's the fantastic
Yes.
Canadian Tree that also won last year's mixology contest with the Ashimoto
Correct.
shot.
Yeah.
This is what
Dude,
this
I
giveaway is
still
for.
drink those.
Oh, I
And
do
this
too.
is
I think that is like
Amazing.
the official shot of the Black Tower podcast unless someone
Yep.
beats it this year at the Great Gathering Madness. But I don't know. The chances are likely slim that we'll
That's-
actually get
that's a
a
double
better
whammy.
shot.
because they have to be the best shot this year, and it has to be a shot that we feel is better than the Asha Moretto.
Yeah, which, oh man. Anyway, continue.
So there it is. If you're in the YouTube chat, do ! giveaway to join the giveaway. It'll be running on its own timer for 15 minutes. So that'll be there.
Also, Morshadi, I know that you're making a snide comment, and I appreciate it for its snideness because I will always upvote snide. But also, the Asha Moretto is incredibly easy. It is half a shot of Canadian whiskey. Your choice. Does not necessarily matter what kind.
It's just whiskey. We just advise strongly Canadian.
No.
No, I actually
Once
had to
we
relook at
actually-
it today when I added it. That's what we did. We did Canadian whiskey. The actual
No.
submission just
Talked
says
to
whiskey.
Tree after, and she said that she definitely appreciated and would have said Canadian whiskey had we asked. So Canadian whiskey and amaretto. It's just half a shot of each. It's literally
I've tried it with
very,
other
very
whiskeys.
simple.
It's still good.
No, I agree that it's still good, but if you want the true Asha Moretto, the
Okay, fair.
tree
When you put
Asha
that,
Moretto,
when you put that
Yes.
qualifier on it, then yeah, 100% agreed.
fair enough. It is Canadian whiskey and amaretto, half and half, one part each. If you want to make it with whatever whiskey, totally fine. You'll still get very similar taste. But the Asha Moretto, the official Black Tower Asha Moretto, Canadian whiskey,
Brought to you by Tree X Hugger.
amaretto, brought to you by
The
Tree.
official Black
Brought to
Tower
you by
shot brought to you by
Tree
Tree X Hugger and the nation of Canada for their fantastic Canadian whiskey.
Indeed.
accurate.
So giveaways going on. Go ahead and do ! giveaway to try to win this. Well, not this specific shirt, but a shirt with the same design on it. And we'll take care of sending it to you. Once you win, we'll make contact with you, or we'll ask you to make contact with us either on Discord or Twitter or something like that. And so that way we can coordinate getting your address if we don't already have it and getting it out to you. Speaking of the recipes, I'm putting them together. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for pictures for each one, unless we're just going to physically at the Gathering Madness this year recreate currently 14 drinks.
To be fair,
I've got the doc
I think
still.
Josh will probably have a number of the alcohols necessary for a number of them, since there was a particular person who's his better half who thought up many of the drinks for last year. So we could just have Adrian remake one of each of a number of the last year's mixologies.
I mean,
And
if
take
you
photos.
already have the setup for like taking pictures because of the Crystal Barista, so
Exactly.
I will.
Yeah.
I will do my best. I will see if we've still got. You guys are. You guys are like expecting me to just leave alcohol in the cabinet. Like,
No, I
I'm
wasn't.
not gonna drink it.
No.
It's
I
been
just
a
said-
year, Daniel.
Well, yes, but at the same time, A, Adrian came up with a lot of them, and B,
What?
we know that we can purchase the right alcohol in Utah because we did it once. So, like, worst case scenario, you just have to buy more, and you have like the next month and a half to do so. Like, come on. No,
I mean,
month
okay.
and 5 days. Sorry, month and 5 days.
Well, we'll see what we can do. We'll work something out. That's
Yeah.
a thing.
And if you need me to help buy you some alcohol, I'm down for buying my friends alcohol. Come on, it's what I do.
It is a good thing to do, and it's fun. I
It
like
is.
buying my friends alcohol too.
Just
Quite fun.
Venmo you alcohol money.
I didn't
Let's
shut
do
the
it.
door. Damn it.
Shit it down.
I'm not shitting a door. But yeah, no, I'm just talking about like
That
so
sounds
of the
painful.
judge ones. There's only one drink that we did judge as part of the contest last year that is not on the list because I've got to go back and watch it to get the recipe, and that's the Trolloc Bite Shot.
Ah,
That's
yes.
right.
Okay.
And having a picture of what each drink is supposed to look like would be cool. If
Yeah.
we can't, then I'll just remove the pictures. 'Cause I literally just copied a recipe template, and that's what I'm putting in. It may not even be what the
Oh, fair.
looks like.
Fair.
So we'll see what's going on.
I imagine that a number of Trollocs would carry rabies, seeing as how they are part animal. And also humans can get rabies. So I would probably say do your best to not get bitten by any Trollocs. Especially
Yes,
after having
that's
watched
good
this
advice.
week's What If, which was
I
Marvel
haven't
Zombies.
watched it yet.
Okay,
it
No
they
doesn't
tell you-
spoilers.
it doesn't
Yeah,
ruin
they tell
it,
you
but-
in the first second.
Oh no,
what
I
it is.
believe it. I've been waiting for this one to come out.
Yeah, no,
I just
exactly.
haven't- I went to watch it earlier today. Then I was like, I'm tired.
But so just my point is, unless you're into that, don't get bit by anything. And even if you are into that, don't don't get bit by Trollocs and don't get bit by Marvel heroes. That's all I'm saying.
you see these finger guns right here? They're worth money. All right,
$70,500 to be exact.
So we're gonna do
Each
the
of them
AMA thing.
are $35,250.
I wasn't going to put the amount out there. That was all you. I mean, the show definitely
That's all
doesn't say
you.
how much you want in the show.
Yeah,
but-
they just if you watch the show, you know exactly how much
So
each finger gun is worth.
we're gonna do the AMA now. We just have a bunch of questions from the last Ask an Oshman thing we did. So I haven't seen any new questions come up through Twitter or through anything else yet. So
There have been two that I saw come up. Actually, technically one, because the other one was just entirely humor.
I mean, no, we do humor questions too. So
Yeah. But it was the.
was it in the chat or was it?
It
on
was in the
Twitter?
chat. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, for fucks. Hold on. It's back here.
I know I saw
Easily.
some come up, but they were kind of a while back.
Oh, yeah. Clay asked if y'all could be casted for the TV show. Who
Sure.
would you want to be cast for?
right,
And
so
then
this is-
Dale said, "Where is Billy Zane? I need some Billy Zane."
Oh, okay, got you.
Those were the two questions that I saw come up in chat.
Twitch, thanks for stopping by. Thanks again for the well wishes. We love you too. You're fantastic. And so this has been an amazing stream. And
Dude, I'm having
like
so
every
much
stream, it makes me want to do more.
fun. Right?
So- So we'll do this one first. So if we could be cast for the TV show, what character would you want to be cast for? Because it's Floaty asking. I think Floaty's he hasn't finished the Dragon Reborn yet. So let's try to keep it spoiler free up through the Dragon Reborn.
Is Floaty Clay Hoffman?
Yes.
Oh, fair enough. Well, then I can't actually put my second person. So, all right, I'll
Well,
go first.
So we'll give the caveat answer so that way Floaty gets an answer for his, and then I'll throw up a spoiler warning banner. Then you can say whoever.
Fair enough. So I'll go first then. As a number of people know, especially these two guys, because they've heard me say it way too many times because I'm a broken record and an asshole. I actually submitted to try and get cast for Randall Thor. That would be my number one. If they were still casting for that role, I'd still be gunning for it. But they're not. Congratulations, Yosha. And I'm coming for you.
All right, Josh.
Give me Ingtar. I'd be a badass Ingtar.
Hey, I love it.
I like it. This whole time I should have had an answer, and I just keep bouncing between like different characters. I feel like I'd have more fun with like doing multiple different like background roles, and it being someone that's like secretly like a dark friend that pops up randomly. So
So Pater?
no, not necessarily. I don't think. What was the name of the kind of merchant noble that ran and Matt and Four Kings?
Oh, Gold.
Gold, yeah. Let me play Gold. I feel like it could be kind of fun.
Nice.
So, all right. So now, as promised, we're gonna give up full spoilers.
Full
Right.
spoilers.
When you
Leave
see
now.
When you see the banner over there, Yeah, if you
Leave
get
now
spoiled, it's
or
on you.
forever hold your vomit. Because
Yeah.
that's one of the that's multiple side effects of spoilers. Is
So-
vomiting and virginity and more vomiting.
It might just be a mild rash, but it all sounds bad.
Could be a mild.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh,
enough
it's fine.
time for anybody that hasn't finished the series to have muted it until the banner goes away or whatever. So
Yep.
with the entire series open to you, Daniel,
So at this point, I am actually still intending to and hoping very much to play Moradin, who is a character who is absolutely in season 1, but presumably
true.
won't actually show up as Moradin until later seasons. So I'm trying to leverage this incredibly successful
There you go.
podcast into a
There you go.
into a role on the TV show.
That's a valid strategy.
what
I just
split
need to
bank account
stop
for
making-
the podcast do you have? Well, it depends on your metric for success, I guess.
I just need to stop making fun of Jeff Bezos on the podcast because I think that's
Yeah.
actually actively
stop
hurting
that.
my
We're
ability.
being actively silenced by Bezos from his dick rocket. Launch sequence: fire the engines, take down 6 episodes of the Black Tower podcast.
Yes.
Launch.
Make
Excellent.
sure, just as a side note, everybody type exclamation giveaway to enter in the giveaway. It is still going.
Yes.
About
That's
3 minutes left.
Yeah, I
Uh,
like the press button 1 to initiate rocket sequence, press button 2 to eliminate Black Tower podcast, and press sequence 3 to have Daniel Byshank never get any of his Amazon deliveries. Fucking excellent.
All right, Josh. Full series. Who would it be?
And it is okay if it's still the same person. I just want to throw it out there.
I gotta say, it's still Androl. I would love to play Androl.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, Androl.
Gateway
would
Mara
be-
has nothing to do with it, right?
No, here's the thing with Androl, I identify, I feel Androl. I love it. It just, when they talk about Androl, he went. That is important for Val and Luca.
It is. Dude,
I-
Sacha Baron Cohen as Val and Luca. I ship that. Let's do this. I'm fine with Asmodean, which was also put in the chat. I would kill Asmodean or be killed as Asmodean, as the case may be. But Sacha Baron Cohen, Val and Luca, let's
I kinda
make this
want-
happen.
I kind
get
of want
this
Neil
shit
Patrick
done.
Harris to be Val and Luca. I feel like that could be like just a fucking
That would be a
riot.
good one too.
Also true, but I still ship Sacha Baron Cohen. I would love Sacha. And then Helena
Just have
Bonham
them
Carter.
alternate scenes as if it's normal.
Helena Bonham Carter can come in as his wife later, and I would also be down for that. Because they work so well in Les Mis. It's fantastic.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But anyway, sorry. Josh, I did not mean to cut you off or
No,
derail you.
I-
Androl is such a good choice, and I'm
I was just
absolutely for it.
I was just gonna say one of the things that I loved about Androl was his when he's talking about he apprenticed to this and he apprenticed to that. Oh, and he went cliff diving with the seafaring folk and the sea folks, seafaring folk. Okay.
I mean,
just all the things.
correct, but not their name.
It reminds me of there was a year I filed 12 W-2s, single year.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
that's intense.
Absolutely awesome. But people would be like, oh yeah, who knows about that or anything like that. And just, oh yeah, it reminds me of the summer I worked in an arcade. Oh, it reminds me of the summer I worked in a coffee shop. It reminds me of the summer I worked in a pretzel shop. It reminds me of the summer I worked for a cell phone company. It reminds me of the summer and everybody's like, holy shit, is there anywhere you haven't worked?
And you're like a church.
I've not worked in a church.
I told you,
But it's
I knew it. I'm there.
I always love that. And when Pivara finally pins him down and is like,
Yeah.
okay, no, why are you drifting all over the place?
Down.
And he said he's looking for where he fits, where he belongs. And it just, God, that just,
which
My heart.
clearly he's
Is
not
he
a cat.
Hercules?
No,
Maybe.
he's clearly not a cat because we all know that cats, if it fits, it sits.
All right. I'm gonna give my answer, and
Yes,
then we'll pick
Andrew, let's
the
do it.
winner from the giveaway. Mine is going to be Gareth Bryn. I think that would be an incredibly
Nice.
I am an
Fuck
absolute like just harlot for military roles. Like you could play Gareth Bryn, but you got to give like a semi-enthusiastic handy to everybody on set. Cool. Bring out the icy hot. Let's go. Bring out the icy hot and the jerky.
Enthusiastic. I also love that.
Send me in, coach. We'll make it happen.
Wait, you don't want to be Brodell?
I mean, it would be cool, but I kind of like Gareth Bryn's thing, and then I get to try my
Fair
hand
enough.
at like an epic death scene. So
Truth. No, that's very right. You get to go full Hulk and
Yeah.
then die,
yeah. So
which is pretty amazing. I'm in.
all right.
Excellent. So before we go back to non-full spoilers, just I love the cast already of Gareth Bryn, Androl, and Moradin. Let's do it. We'll write to Bezos tomorrow and make this happen.
Works for me. All right, so we're going to take this branding down. So no more spoilers as of current, and we're going to go ahead and I have to keep scrolling because there's questions that have been asked ahead. We're going to go ahead and pick a winner for a giveaway for the Five Great Captains, the Black Towers rendition of the Five Great
Yes.
Captains, with artwork brought to you by Tree. And we're going to go ahead and pick a winner now. Oh, I've already seen who the winner is. They're going to be happy.
Oh shit! Who's the winner?
It should be in chat in any minute, as long as it does its job right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, there he is.
Hey!
More
Fact
shoddy
checker Mahale.
than the greatest showing
Fact
of
checker
unintentional
Mahale.
nepotism. There you go.
Unintentional nepotism.
For your years of unofficial/official fact checking for us. There you go.
Excellent. Very deserved.
Congratulations, my good sir.
So send one of us a DM with what size shirt you need. We already have your address. We know where you live. I actually know. I don't think we have your current address.
Yeah, we do.
Do we?
I'm
just
pretty sure we
blind. Okay.
Well, even if we sent it to his Utah address, his family's still there. They can hold on to him for him,
Correct.
or steal it from him, and he'll have to fight someone for it when he
Got
comes
it.
back on the weekend.
Excellent.
So-
I like that plan better. Even if we do have his real address, we should send it to his Utah address just so that he has to fight our other Patreon in his household.
I love it.
Nice. So this question has a quick answer. Where was I last week? Absence cost me the triple broken crown.
It's
Um,
true.
Sort of. Okay. I love you, Matthew. Matthew, you're great. I don't know if my laughter counted as a triple broken crown because a break is like a level. And your joke was amazing. I don't want to take away from it, but there's a level at which it is, and other people have made all three of us laugh. A broken crown is a whole other tier.
It's like every
of
third of
laughter.
Josh's laughs.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, but I wasn't feeling well. So I messaged the guys that I was feeling bad enough to not make the recording. So
Yeah.
that's where I was.
Which does
we're-
not happen lightly, just FYI. I know that Andrew is too proud to actually say that, but Andrew would have been here even if he was feeling a little under the weather.
It's
He
true.
was legitimately sick and really not feeling well to
Like if
actually
I
not
cough
make.
2 times too much, I'll call out a work sick.
Yeah.
But I could be like hacking up half a lung, and well, not necessarily that because that interferes with recording is a pain in the ass. Because then I have to edit it. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to start the second giveaway, and we're going to move on to the next question because Josh doesn't have much longer with us.
I was about to say I've got
Makes him sound like he's gonna die.
There's a
I
well
mean, maybe
there's a
if he doesn't
there's
leave, he
a,
might die.
There's a noise ordinance in the harbor that the ship is docked in, and I have to close down and be quiet here in
Yeah,
about the
so
next 5
the
minutes.
next-
So
The next
Okay.
giveaway is going to be for this. The
Oh,
shirt,
not the
yeah.
person. Yeah,
So-
not the human.
Yeah, this is the black and white version of our logo on a shirt. This is, as you can tell by the bottom of the image, this is provided by New Creations by Jen. Fantastic shop. If you haven't checked them out, go ahead and check them out. And the giveaway should be started. So exclamation point giveaway in the chat. Once you see the prompt to put it in to enter for a chance to win this shirt here.
And
Yeah.
be sure to check that shop too, because we got more designs going up
Correct.
all the time.
All the time. Flicker. What?
Le Flicker. Sorry, I had to send a message to somebody. So, exclamation point giveaway to enter for a chance to win the black and white BTP logo T-shirt. It is a unisex shirt, so all you need is your size. Now, the next question, I'll have to scroll up and find it again.
Scroll up.
So
Billy Zane.
this-
Where is Billy Zane? The
So this
answer
one-
Where
is
is Billy Zane?
oh,
no.
well, this one is this is from
This
Dale
is a
Hendrickson.
better question.
How many Trollocs in the TV series is it going to take to run down 5 children?
Ooh.
How many would it take, like, to actually do it? I
That
think
depends on the
one.
5 children, because
Well,
the
yeah.
answer is in Winter Night 1. The Emmons Field 5, all of them.
Well, I think so. If I'm not mistaken, and please let me know in the chat below if I am, but I believe what this is in the books, you've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Trollocs chasing these guys down. My clarifying question is, are you wondering how many Trollocs it's going to take in the TV series? Is this like a contrast to the books?
Well, I thought it was a
Well, this
humorous,
isn't-
serious question.
This isn't
that they were
Trollecs.
saying
This
how
is
many-
Trollecs
Yes.
with an X, like the off-brand Trollocs. So TV
Well,
series.
these are actually the luxury brand Trollocs, because this
Oh.
is the Rolex of Trollocs. And I would say 2. If it's the luxury brand Trollocs, it's 2. They send in their B team of Trollocs way too often. But if they had sent in their A team of Trollocs from the get-go, 2. One would have taken out
Yeah.
Egwene and Perrin and Matt, and the other one would have taken out Rand and Nynaeve, and that would have been it.
Okay. I feel that.
Yeah, Narg was not their A team. I'm sorry. Narg smart,
not.
but not that smart.
Narg smart.
I think in the
that's for
book
sure.
between Emmons Field and Shadar Logoth, they face between 1,500 and 2,000. Yeah. Oh shit! If we're
So-
talking about a Trolloc driving a car, the answer is 1.
Is it a
One
car, or is
Trolloc
it-
in one car.
I can't say what I was going
Done.
to say because that'd be spoiler. Well, it may be spoiler. I don't remember when they're referenced. So
Excuse me, Glenn. Narg is the only Trolloc that spoke on screen. Context
Accurate.
clues. I'm pretty sure other Trollocs spoke.
yeah.
So,
So
all right, gentlemen.
So Josh and Andrew, before we lose you, how many Trollocs do you think?
I
5
feel
kids.
like I feel like there's going to be a fist of Trollocs at Winter Night, and then I feel like you're going to have 1 or 2 fists pursuing them.
How many Trollocs are getting fisted?
All of them, because
All of
Lan
them.
is
All right.
there to fist the hell out of them.
Jesus Christ.
That should give me a
with
lot of
Lan.
points then, huh?
That's right.
Every fist that goes into a Trolloc gets me a couple points.
unless they don't want it, then you're going to lose a fucking ton of points.
Oh, fair enough.
So
Andrew speaking the truth.
means
Accurate.
Narc could translate if he was here, but he's busy.
He would. Yeah.
Probably still
He's
cleaning
busy
up something
cooking.
in Rob's kitchen.
Probably. Yeah.
So,
Yes.
All right, Josh.
Accurate.
Well, as much as
Gentlemen.
we have no aversion to seeing you in handcuffs for other reasons, we don't want to see you in handcuffs for loudness reasons. So,
Yes, we
glad
don't
that you
want
can
you
make
in handcuffs by the law. We just want you in handcuffs for other things.
glad
Accurate.
you're able to make it. It looks like, and from what I've seen and what you've told us, you're having a fantastic travel vacation with your family. So, of course, tell them all we said hi, and don't drink the wine like it looks like one of the deckhands did.
Yeah, don't do it.
No problem. I will be good. All right.
It's amazing
Thanks,
how
guys.
articulate that skeleton is without lips.
I know, right? Weird.
All right, man.
Good night,
Take care.
gentlemen. I'm going to head
Good
out.
night.
Oh, Ashaman salute. You guys are great. I love you.
Yep,
And to everyone listening, you guys are also awesome. Thank you so much.
see you, man.
Bye.
Peace out.
All right. So the next question we have, it's a good question. I love the question, but I don't have to put it up on screen because somebody volunteered to come on screen and they asked the question.
Oh, snap.
So we're going to go ahead and bring in a sexy guy to ask these questions, to ask this question directly. Thank you so much, more Shadi, for hopping with
You
us.
know that the second he showed up, the live stream got fucked, right?
I still got 3 check marks. It's fine.
It's true. It's true. The,
And I'm running it. It's not you. So
The
No,
minute I
that's
showed
fair.
up,
If I was hosting it, Morshadi would just, the second he came on, it would all explode.
like
That is-
StreamYard would just cease to be a website, which would be very detrimental for several people.
indeed, indeed.
But no, good to have
Shadi,
you on, man.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
I will have to say I was away from my desk when it happened, and you are correct, Daniel. I know as much as it hurts me to say it, you are correct. Narg is the only one who talked on screen, but Trogs do know the common language, and they are heard by characters, but it is never written other than
Yes,
Narg.
they don't have dialogue in quotation marks except for Narg. Narg
Yeah.
is the only one.
They are
who
they are
actually-
extras that are not paid.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
every
Right
role
there.
I've ever done. I
Interns?
mean,
Yeah, exactly. Also, cheers.
Oh,
yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I will have to get another drink. Give me just a moment. But ask away. Ask.
Nope. Just remove him. He can still hear us.
We'll just remove him. He doesn't need to be here. I'm here.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Oh, wait,
God
we're
damn
already live? Shit. All right.
Well, I wanted to come on, Andrew, and unfortunately, Josh is gone. Because I wanted to ask a question.
for you coming on. It was just
Yeah,
the
well,
timing lined up.
the timing lined up. Because the question I wanted to ask was: now that you've had a couple seasons under your belt, what's something that you loved doing under these seasons, and something that you wished you had done better?
So a fun fact, it was a good time for it, and now that Daniel's back, I'll bring him back in.
As I said, it was only going to take me a minute.
Oh, I knew. I just pulled you off the screen.
Yes. No, it made for a better video.
Off the screen, not just pulled you off. Pulled you off the
Yes.
screen. So part of the stuff that I'm doing to help us get ready for the Gathering Madness that we didn't have last year are like in review clips or videos of things we've done in the past, and taking Patreon and Discord suggestions for it. And at this point, anybody that has like a favorite moment from a show we've done, whether it's only audio, whether it's video, please do send it to us, preferably with timestamp or as close to it as you can, so
Yes.
that it's easier to find. But
At absolute minimum, please tell us the episode.
yeah, we didn't know where it was. I really like when you guys did that thing. When was it? I don't
Yeah.
know. Because when you look at us, be like, do you remember when it was? It's going to be, I don't know.
Nope.
Like, I might, but so I got to hear again, and I'm not going to say which part of the in review that it's going to be for the Gathering Madness, but I got to re-listen to a good chunk of the episode that Aaron and I did with Kate Reading and Michael Kramer. And the quality of Aaron's mic and obviously Kate and Michael's microphones versus mine. If that was the first episode I listened to, the fact that Kate and Michael were on it were probably the only reasons I'd listen again. Which is something else I'm trying to figure out, like, because I want to go back and put in like kind of disclaimers, to some of the first episodes, like, hey, the podcast has changed and evolved. So if this is your first episode listening to, try something within the recent year to get a good metric for how we are now. But
and then obviously you're more than welcome to go back and listen to the earlier ones, because Aaron and Andrew deserve all of the credit. For actually getting this off the ground, but at the same time, it is
mainly Aaron. He did all the.
It
editing.
Is still very different.
I just
for better or for worse.
And sent emails and said, "Hey, we want you on the podcast." And people made the mistake of saying, "Okay,
yeah, sure, I can do that." I like sexy lamb. I can do that.
Oof.
This has been more Shawty. Thanks for being with us. No, but if I could do anything better, it would be paying better attention to the equipment I used early on, and then once I started doing editing, giving more thought and putting more into the editing. Because even still, like the editing that I do now, still doesn't take a lot. Thankfully, we don't seem to be a show that needs hours of editing. But we also don't have like all the graphical stuff that you see in the shows. Most of it is something that I found that was already pre-made that's like free use to put on, like the little animation for like the most work animation I've had to make that has been seen publicly yet is the follow us on Twitter thing that you see at the start of a lot of the episodes on YouTube. The YouTube subscribe thing that pops up is like tries to remind everybody to subscribe and ring the bell and all that is going to be that's all stuff that was already made. It was a green screen video that I could just use Fusion to put in a keyer and remove the green screen. So, but I wish I had been doing more of the stuff that I'm trying to do now then. So like when our next episode drops on the 17th, that's going to be a background breakdown of a certain character that I'm not going to name because some of you may have not met that character yet. There's a section, though. Yeah, there was a section. So all of our pre-recorded spoiler warnings that we have from patrons like you, Marshadi, they're all audio. There's no video, and I don't want to just have like blank screen on YouTube. So I went in and kind of made something, and it's still not perfect. I don't love how it turned out, but it was cool enough to me at the time to where I was like, yeah, this is it. So that would be it. Something that I've loved doing the entire time is just talking with people and seeing how people react and what they say about the episode. Is like, even we could go 10 episodes and nobody say anything about anything we said in an episode, and then on that 11th where somebody like just pops in and is like, oh, I really like this episode, maybe this character did this or something like that. Like that's probably one of the things I love the most, other than the friends I've made along the way, which sounds like a cheesy answer, but it's true.
Well, you specifically made it sound as cheesy as possible. Yeah, but it's also
that's
accurate.
what I do.
And then he gets into the corner and says, well, anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna talk about Wheels of Time.
So, and to kind of respond to Ro here, other than the fact that your profile picture looks like what I expect to see when like the Moab is dropped, it's fantastic. The heads, I've never had an issue with the headsets. Like the audio I hear has never been a problem as far as like my equipment. Because when we started the podcast, I had a pair of HyperX Clouds, and those are fantastic. Now I have the Steel X series or Steel Series X's for wireless. So this is just nice. So I don't like roll over to yank shit under my computer. Because when we started the podcast, I went out and got one of the Yeti snowballs. And I always thought it sounded fine, and the recordings I heard, like it seemed to sound fine. That might just have been a fucky episode. I don't know, but what
sure.
I have now,
Honestly,
the NXL 770 using an actual condenser mic with an actual XLR connection is just I can't beat it. I mean, I could probably buy something better, but I'm also not going to spend like $500 on a shirt.
Right.
I was going to say, mic? Yeah, for sure. I'm just not going to buy one.
I was going to say, because this is actually acceptable for podcasts level, this is good for podcasts level, and then this is the top stuff for podcast level. All of those are very different tiers.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And while none of them are horrendous, like it sounds like you never actually had a mic that was like god awful, the difference in tiers of those three things is not unstark, especially when you're listening on, you know, really nice headphones or through a really nice app or whatever. It can be very, very different.
Yeah. So Daniel, I'm sure you heard the question that was asked that
I
Morshadi
did,
asked,
yes.
right? So what would your answer be?
So what I've loved will definitely echo some of Andrew's is that I could not ask for a couple of better dudes to do this with, of Josh and Andrew. I have absolutely loved. I know that they're not my kids or anything, which this is going to sound a very like, you know, parent answer, but it honestly, seeing Josh and Andrew just grow through this podcast has been an amazing experience.
And only tank. Come on, man.
But honestly, getting to talk Wheel of Time with anyone, period, has been a blessing from the beginning. And then just seeing how we've grown as people and as interactants has been amazingly fun as well. This one's going to be just so on me that it hurts, but it's also incredibly true. If I could do something better, and what has been something that could improve, is twofold. Number one, anytime Andrew's not here and it's my responsibility to do the episodes, I've done it fine a couple of times, but it's also come out super fucky a couple of times. And when like half the times you've been in charge of it, it has gotten lost or been fucky, that's not a good ratio.
I've
It's
also
really
never
not.
like sat down and like made sure you guys knew how to take over at least the recording part of it. So
You're not wrong, but at the same
We can
time,
at
I
least share the
take
blame on
full
that.
responsibility. No, I take full responsibility for that.
Okay.
That's me being.
He's,
That's me.
you know what? He's Mr. Moneybags, Mr. You know, Moneybags. Like he could just provide
you could have
the
paid somebody to record it.
producer.
Come on, man.
You know,
I could have paid somebody to produce the show.
You're not that
and I
far
have
from
not.
Hollywood. You could have just called them down and be like, I need an emergency recording set up in 5 minutes stat.
You know, the funny part is I could call somebody in Denver today and have them do a better job for no money than I've done for at least a few of these.
okay. So what you're saying is,
I'm a piece of
You-
shit
you
because I just haven't made that call. Yes, that's
Okay.
exactly
all
what
right.
I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure. All right. So what's the
And
second
this-
fold?
The second thing is I apologize to anyone who follows us on Instagram because I am the Instagram Mahale, and that's a terrible decision. This guy's horrible at that. But no, I definitely for the last couple of seasons, the last season specifically, but the last couple of seasons generally, I wish that I had been better at social media. Definitely, it is something that I have been very lax on. And A, I apologize. And B, I will do better every day. But better every day doesn't mean amazing. It just means better every day.
Gotcha.
So thank you for being patient with us on all of the social medias in general. Josh does a way better job on Twitter than I do on Instagram. But thank you for working with us because I definitely have not been that good at Instagram. And I apologize for that.
So the giveaway for the black and white BTP logo shirt is over. So we're going to go ahead and pick
Nice.
a winner for that. And that should be in the chat here momentarily. And then once that's up, we'll answer another question and then start the other giveaway.
Hey, beautiful.
So congratulations, Glenn. You have won the black and white logo shirt. That's this one right here. So
Wait, hang
getting-
on. We need the round of applause, and it needs to be. Cyanide and happiness.
So get in contact with one of us on Twitter or Discord or wherever, so that we can figure out exactly where to send it and what size you need and all that kind of fun stuff, and we'll get it out to you as soon as possible. But congrats on that. So we're still taking questions from live. If you have any questions, again, it can be from any part of the Wheel of Time. If it's going to be spoiler, we'll just throw up a spoiler warning for it. It can be about podcasting. It can be about us, like anything.
Also, bonus right now, you have the ability, if he's down for it, to ask the additional unofficial official fact checker Mihail along with the rest of us. So
I'm the
You know,
stupid
let me-
motherfucker that's spent most of his life reading these goddamn books and has like nothing to do. So seriously, ask me whatever question. I probably know it, and if I can't, I'll cheat it and find out on the internet.
So as somebody
Don't give
that
away our
listens-
secrets, sexy Morshadi. Get out.
as somebody that listens to like our show and other shows and participates in the community, I'm going to kind of turn your question on you too. From your experience being a listener / fan / critiquer / fact checker,
Okay.
what are some things that you have seen and experienced that you loved that podcasts did or still do, or YouTube shows or whatever the medium is? And what are some things that you wish were done more or better?
Okay.
You don't.
No,
if
we've
it's
just
not. If it's us, name the show. If it's anybody else, please don't.
yeah, absolutely.
Unless it's
I'm
a
not-
good thing.
sorry,
Unless it's a
I'm
good
not
thing.
gonna-
if it's a
yeah, I'm not-
negative thing, please don't name the show. If it's a positive thing, feel free.
I'm not gonna. I am not going to burn your bridges for you. I have my own Twitch channel for that. I get hate rated enough as it's. So yeah, and so here's the thing. Okay.
Hey,
so,
hate rating is still rating.
Hey, that
Just
is
saying.
true. That is true. You know. I
Twitch bans you
appreciate
from
that. I
bot
appreciate that.
Fair enough.
So one of the things I will say, and I like calling this, I run TTRPGs. They're called Stars and Wishes. By Stars, I love the show mainly because you don't have a standard format that a lot of Wheel of Time shows have.
Nice.
A lot of Wheel of Time shows are very much, especially in the last year, because hey, the show's coming out. Let's time it out. By the time the show comes out, it's going to be, The Great Hunt, Dragon Reborn. Those are the 3 books that probably going to be pulling from. This is about where they're at. And while that might be good for people who have maybe read their series once, maybe are just reading the series and they're going along with the show, for people like me, that is boring as shit.
You're talking about the chapter by chapter. kind of
The
thing.
chapter by chapter stuff, just the
Yep.
podcast by podcast stuff. The reason I listen to your show is because it's not linear.
Nice.
You guys take topics and subjects and attack it from different ways. I may not always agree, but you attack it from different angles. I have
May not?
May not. Yes, may not. You attack it from different angles. I have actually thought. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now because I've got a couple of beers in me. But I've gone, you know what? That's actually kind of interesting. And I've loved being in there as Patreon and been able to actively be able to go, hey, by the way, this thing you just said, here's what you're looking for. So many podcasts.
Can I just say, I just want to throw out there live. We'll send you your $20 later for plugging the Patreon.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, but seriously, it is worth it. It's $1 to listen to these chuckleheads live. I'm just saying this now. It's $1 to listen to them live and tell them that they're fucking wrong. Okay? Where else are you going to get that kind of deal?
He's not wrong.
4 times a month. You can tell us that we're wrong. That's like a quarter a wrong. Just saying.
Yeah. So that's one of the like that's one thing that I love.
Amazing. Thank you very much for that.
So I guess a wish. Okay, so that will be. There are other things I want to say, but again, like you said, keep it. Other things. It's kind of hard. There's a couple of things, and I have actually discussed this with you guys, so I won't bring it up here. You know what's one thing I will wish though is I carefully craft those. By the way, as a Patreon, you can create your own spoiler condoms. Carefully craft those spoiler condoms, and I guess I make them so good that Josh laughs over the last little part each time.
I noticed that when I was editing one of the last ones. I was like, and here comes the punchline, and I can't hear it over Josh. Which I
all three.
I technically could do better with that. So
I was going to say,
that could be a little on me.
We could just edit that,
and because we do each have separate audio tracks.
The initial burst of laughter, and then just cut him so that you could actually hear the end.
I'll tell you what, the next time we use one of yours, send me like an editing note to remind me, hey, and make sure you can actually hear the end over Josh's maniacal laughter.
And I love it because I just sit here going, no one's going to hear the ending of the Andrew one. I don't think anyone's ever heard it.
No, it's true. And that's also on me because I laugh at the end of that one every time as well. It's both Josh and I.
You know what I can do right now?
Yeah.
I can make sure, let me make sure my mic is set to the right one.
Uh-oh.
I can make sure everybody hears it now. So here's the one that Marshadi did about me.
Welcome to the Black Tower, a Wheel of Time podcast. All right, let's check this one. This podcast will likely be spoiling books 1 through... Oh, what's this? An envelope addressed to me. No name, though. Let's see what's inside. Oh, my. This podcast will likely spoil all the books in the series, and apparently being a Patreon will expose you to information that should be left unseen. Protect yourself by pulling that spoiler condom all the way on. And I need a drink. That's way more of Andrew than I have ever wanted to see. Why would you braid it down there?
Yep.
And
yep.
Every one of the ones you do has something like that at the end, and it's
it's
always covered
good.
up by Josh's laugh.
Yeah. It's always good, and it's always covered. You're right.
And
you're totally right.
I cannot wait until you guys have a spoiler-free episode. Because I'm so proud of that one. We will get there. I literally did Foley work for that one.
Oh, shit. Well, I am excited for it as well. No, we will definitely, if nothing else more, Shouty, hand to God, we will set up a spoiler-free episode.
28 September.
So that we can have that.
September.
We currently don't have anything scheduled for the episode on the 20th of September. That's the next free one. We can make sure.
I am going to rack my brains to make 100% sure that the soonest episode from now that is not scheduled,
that's that one,
will be spoiler free. Yes,
okay.
Andrew just gave it to us, but I will make sure that one has a subject that is spoiler free so that we can use Sexy Morshadi's spoiler free spoiler condom. I love it.
It must be spoiler free.
Excellent.
But we had some more questions come up in the chat. I want to make sure I scroll up enough to make sure I don't miss one. All right, so this one is from Floaty or Clay. If you could be any bodily organ, what would you be and why?
An appendix.
Jesus. Okay.
I would be an appendix.
This was not what I expected.
The
I
reason
like
gave-
that you had an answer immediately,
Yeah.
Morshadi.
These are the questions you always ask in a goddamn business environment because you have this. Like, well, what kind of finally working would you be? You be an appendix. Why? Because you're always in the background. No one really pays attention to you until I fucking want you to pay attention to me. Okay. Here's the thing. All right, everybody. You can call someone. You can call someone a dick, a pussy, an asshole. But here's the thing. Everyone knows those are all favorite things to do. Right.
Correct.
Right. Call someone an appendix because if you call someone an appendix, no one wants an appendix. It's useless. It's just dangling there. No reason.
But when it goes bad, it goes real bad.
Yeah. So
And
yeah,
you
call
need to
someone an
take it the
appendix.
fuck out
Exactly.
because it goes so bad.
Yeah. So quit calling people all those things. Call people an appendix.
All right. I like that. That's excellent. I'm gonna go weird,
All right.
quote unquote, on this. But it is one of my favorite organs in general, just because I think that mine is very active.
That look, Andrew.
All right.
I'm gonna go. If I were any organ in the body, I would be a tongue. Very versatile,
Yep.
yet also very much used in one activity, which is one of my favorite activities in the world. I'll let you figure out which one that is.
Okay.
Eating ice cream.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. Andrew knows me,
You're not wrong there.
right?
So mine, I'm going to be honest, it's going to be a more jokey answer, but a prostate.
Yeah, there
I have
it
an
is.
essential function. I'm secretive and out of the way. I can kill you if you don't take care of me, but if you find the right switch, I can make really, really good things happen for you.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, buddy.
There you go.
Nice.
All right.
I like it.
It was a good question. I love
It was a good
I love all the
question,
questions, but and I think that was the one that Matt Stagger answers. Like the liver gets all the good
Yep.
liquor.
Mira,
It's
I
true.
met the BTP
I
guys.
feel like, actually, to be fair, the liver just gets all of the liquor
To
in
be fair.
general.
To be fair,
So it gets both the good and the bad liquors.
Well, it gets
Every
a lot of
time-
the toxins. So
If you put in a natty ice into your body, your liver's seeing that too, which that's a trash
no,
liquor,
it's just
so-
going right through. It's natty
The
ice.
liver's just like, nope, fuck you.
bypass the
It's like,
get
oh,
on
more-
straight to the
Ooh.
kidneys.
Yeah, nasty water. All right.
out.
Who peed in my
PBR?
water bottle?
If
Uh,
anything,
this-
it's cleaning your liver.
PBR, this just tastes like somebody had a good beer and then pissed it into your body.
Yeah.
Fuck this. Get this out.
That's what PBR is like. It's like pre-drunk beer.
Basically.
All the good stuff is already gone, and all you're left with is this like sad, bland, salty aftertaste.
Indeed,
I don't know. I'm assuming that piss tastes like salt. Anyway,
It
you're
does.
about to answer this question.
You'd probably
Rashani.
be right. Ooh.
Mira, yes. So here, it's an interesting story. So
It's one time a
there
pancake.
was it was an interesting story. Josh and I. No, it actually does start with Josh. So that is
Yes.
true.
Well, that makes sense.
So I joined. I want to know is that I have had Twitter since September of 2008.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is early. Yeah.
Indeed, but I said to Twitter because it was a shithole. So I actually didn't start using it until 2019 ish, for my own personal reasons, in terms of business and this kind of stuff. And I just kind of jumped in.
Sure.
And so then it's like, okay, well, where do I start? And then I ran across a couple Twitter time accounts when it was starting to pick up in its peak there, and I ran across Hamilton Guidance Google Map pins,
Nice.
and I was like, okay, cool. I'll drop myself as a pin here, just in the middle of Ogden, Ogden, Utah, which is where I lived.
And
Yes.
2 blocks away.
And then I'm like just kind of checking out
Within
because
stumble
every
distance.
Wheel of Time person knows finding a Wheel of Time person in the wild is a myth, right?
It is.
And I go, doo.
Oh, look, I found a Wheel of Time person.
Like,
Let me
well, that's-
put my head right down his throat.
and so I'm like, that person lives like 2 blocks away from me. Who the fuck is
Yeah.
that? And then I go on Twitter and I'm like, what the fuck is the Black Tower podcast? And then I just was like, I stalked Josh for like 2 or 3 weeks on Twitter and just different locations and listening to the podcast. And I'm like talking to my wife and I'm like, how do I become friends with this person? How do you become friends as an adult?
It's a good
That's
question. Actually.
totally
I
done.
did. I ended up
So
like,
new AMA, we're actually going to stop your story and just ask all 3 of the adults here, how do you become friend? No.
so I basically ended up saying, like, hey, blah, 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 blah. I also live in Ogden.
Yes.
He's like, what? Really? Where? And I was like 3 blocks away from you. He's like, what? And I can't remember when it was that I was invited.
we
over.
should go meet at Fizz sometime and
Yeah,
actually
right.
talk about
No, the first time we met was at the Gathering Madness.
Seriously?
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
We
Yeah,
wanted, like,
yeah,
hey,
right.
we're having an event. You're close. You should definitely come by.
Yeah, pretty much. I had just joined the Discord and everything, and that was the entire thing. And then I saw Josh eating a chocolate penis.
Yes.
And-
well, that was very important.
Yeah, and like it just kind of snowballed from there. And then I met Josh and you guys at the Gathering Madness.
Yes.
There was
Which,
even,
by the
like-
way, we were super grateful. I mean, it was in the middle of a pandemic, which technically this one will also sort of be.
No, it's not
because
sort
we're
of be.
still not
But
fucking
it-
out of it, but also
but at least
less
vaccines.
than last year. So
And so, yeah. So then
you
then-
even won a contest last year,
I
like an
know.
IRL contest,
I know. I still
Sorry,
have
wrong
that. In
bike.
fact, actually,
which was dope.
my axe is up there.
Yeah,
Yeah. One of the
Sweet.
things I brought with me. I brought that with me. I think I have my stickers in there.
Fuck yeah.
I got all my Black Tower stuff with me. I left my family behind, but Black Tower with me.
Well, to be fair, again, I don't.
To be
necess-
fair,
I don't. To be fair, I don't necessarily want to out your family members, but your family members also got some Black Tower stuff, or
They
at least
steal my
a
Black Tower.
family member. Because we should have sent off some stuff. Because more than one person in your household. Again, I know that there are multiple households, therefore, but multiple people in your household are Patreons, and therefore deserve and acquire physical BTP benefits.
indeed. Actually, in fact, my spouse actually is deserving of more Black Tower swag than I do because she actually pays more into the Patreon than I do.
Oh shit!
in several months' time, just a few months' time, she will have paid more into the Patreon than I have in the entire time.
Well then,
So
Indeed.
just show you how much she loves you over me.
It is what it is.
yes,
Indeed.
uh-huh.
Maybe she
I
loves
truly
us.
believe that
Maybe
your
she loves us that
spouse
much
is-
because we give you enjoyment, it makes you happy, and that byproduct of making you happy makes her even happier.
You know,
Yeah,
speaks-
that's how it works. Yeah,
he speaks things that could be true.
that he speaks. He sakes things that could be true. Yes,
I speak things that could be good excuses.
exactly.
All
So
right, so
that is
before we get
how-
in, so before we get into the next question, Matt Sager, I hope the treatments and everything go well.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
accurate.
So nothing. The Black Tower stands with you during your treatments. I don't know how
Yes.
much a gateway would help, but
I think technically you're not in any tower right now, Matt Stagger. But we stand with you regardless.
I send you my energy through the
There you go.
Great.
Exactly.
All right.
bam.
So next question. This one comes. Well, it'll be coming after we start this last giveaway. So this is the quote unquote big ticket item giveaway for our 3K follower celebration. This is going to be for our small segment. And please forgive the blurry image. That's a better image. That's the one
It's
I was
not
gonna
really
show
a
is
better.
blurry.
It's like the same image because my camera is not that great.
It's a vectored image.
Yours
Yes,
proves
vector.
that it's real, as if
Yes,
anybody thought
that's
anything.
true.
So this giveaway is going to be for the Black Tower podcast Frosty mug. So generally, you can only get this by going to newcreation.gen and buying it. There are Patreon tiers where we take and you get this as part of your Patreon tier. We're doing it as a giveaway because 3K Twitter followers, whether you follow us on Twitter yourselves or not, if you're not, I don't know how you found us, but I'm glad you did. And go follow us on Twitter. Unless you just don't Twitter, then I understand. Follow us everywhere else. But
True.
we're gonna start the
Whatever
giveaway for
it is
now.
that you're on, we have a thing, including TikTok, which I think is just Josh. So just follow Josh because he does
I
Black
don't think
Tower
we've made a
stuff.
podcast TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Probably
why I said
should.
it. I think it's just Josh. So just follow Josh. I don't give a
We
shit.
talked about it. We have.
We talk about the tickety talks. Yes.
Yeah. But there it is. So if you want to enter for a chance to win the Black Tower Podcast Frosty mug, it's in chat now. Go ahead and type ! giveaway, all one word, just as the prompt from Streamlabs tells you, because Streamlabs is apparently, at least thinks itself God, but okay. And like the other giveaways, this will be a giveaway for about 15 minutes, and then we'll pick our winner.
Yep.
But so the next question is, this is from Bro the Tolerated. How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about how it will affect the Edmund Field 5 characters with the whole age up aspect? I think
like
we can
this
answer
question.
this. Yeah, I think we can answer this without going beyond book one. Really,
Yes.
I think.
I actually
if,
agree with that.
If
too.
you have part of your answer that wants to go further than that, obviously just
Just
hey,
let you
before
know.
you say it, let me know, and I'll throw up the spoiler warning thing, which we will be using again here soon. But yeah. So, how do we feel about the Edmund Fielder 5 being aged up? I don't think so. The Edmund Fielder 5 are the only ones that we've seen that have been confirmed that they're going to be aged up. I think it includes everybody in their sphere that would need to be aged up, characters that aren't already of a more
Ageless.
TVMA age. Because there's a lot of things, like the trailer itself, at least with the fandom knowledge of how young characters are, it could already be a little awkward depending
Sure.
on how you perceive it, how you take it. I think it's a good idea because it helps prevent it from feeling like another teenage flick, which I know was a concern that Rafe expressed about it, and that several fans expressed about it.
I do like that. Tom did age down. Mira, you're correct.
Yeah. Well, there's got to be balance, It's like,
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist, equivalent
Yeah.
exchange. If we're gonna age these up, this guy has to age down.
Listen, they
You gotta
gotta do
you
something
gotta
with the
lose
whole.
2 limbs, and then somebody else gains 2 limbs. Perfect.
Listen, they just gotta make that the age gap between Elaine and Tom a little easier to swallow.
Yeah.
is what it's
Perfect.
There's a lot of gaps
Perfect.
between Elaine and Tom that needs to be easier to swallow.
Hey. Hey.
The original daddy. Anyway, I think it's a good move. Like, as much as we love the series written as it is, there are certain things about it that change to make it as big of a TV series as it deserves to be, as popular as it deserves to be, and as good as the story actually is. There are things that can be changed while not changing any of the core feelings or aspects from the series. Like aging up the cast to just be 18, 19 years old still feels a lot, because most of the time I read it, I have to remind myself constantly how young the characters are in the series, because reading what they're going through, I'm like, oh yeah, this definitely sounds like some 18 plus, age character shit. When in the series, we know it's not. I think it's a good move. I don't think it's going to have any like negative impacts or anything like that. I think it's a good move. I think it's a smart move, and it's going to make the series overall more accepted and more accessible by non-book series fans.
Yeah. No, I just to sort of springboard off of that and also, answer the question in some ways is I think that there are crickets outside. Yeah,
Oh.
I have the door open.
No,
So
you're good.
if you're hearing crickets, it's oh, that's cricket right there. Oh, sorry. Tom Segura has a great cricket segment. Anyway, one of the things that I actually really appreciate about Robert Jordan, which I'm going to call out this author and television show adaptation again. I've said other things before that might have actually made me sound like I was a hater. I'm not. I actually really loved Game of Thrones, the TV show. I don't have a problem with the Game of Thrones books or anything like that, but it was a little bit of a problem that it was 8 seasons, 10 years, things like that. And Arya Stark went from being somewhere in the neighborhood of like 8 to being like 12. But of course, the actress went from being somewhere in the neighborhood of like 10 or 12 to being like 20.
No,
And so again,
by the end of the series where she has her adult scene, they waited to shoot that until after she was 18.
correct. But in the books, I think she's actually still supposed to be under 18 based on the, medieval nature and things of the show. And again, this is not trying to call out George R. R. Martin. I think he's a fine author. This is not trying to call out the show. I think they did a lot of different things that they needed to do based on the ages of actors and things that they were trying to shoot. Please do not hear this as hating on Game of Thrones.
Also
That
known
being
as
said-
winteriscoming.com. Leave Daniel alone. He's not on Twitter.
I am, but
Shut up. I'm trying to
Thankfully-
protect you.
thankfully quietly, and you probably won't find me. You can talk to Josh if you want to on our official Twitter. But seriously, I think that Robert Jordan didn't necessarily intend this. I don't think he wrote it into the text so that when it became a television show, this would be true. But the characters that he writes are flexible. They're supposed to be sort of somewhere between 16 and 22 when they leave Emmons Field. But I think that's one of the beauties of the books and the show is that even if the show takes 12, 15 years to shoot of 10 to 12 seasons or whatever, if it's wildly successful and they end up doing 8 seasons or 10 seasons or 12 seasons, the nice thing is that all of these actors and all of the characters will feel right. Because even though it's 2 to 3 years in book, the 20-year-old actors will still look appropriate all through their 20s and into their 30s as playing these characters. And there isn't that inherent problem of a 4-year-old turning into a 20-year-old by the end of the shoot. There isn't that inherent problem of an 8-year-old turning into a 20-year-old during the shoot. And so I love the fact that they're aging up the characters, that it kind of doesn't matter that this is supposed to be sort of, as I said, 2 years to 3 years of events, because through their 20s and even into their 30s, these characters are going to look pretty much the same. Maybe a smile line or a, crow's foot during the shooting, but it doesn't matter.
like that will be appropriate. The shit that Rand has to go through, the shit that Egwene has to go through, the shit that Lan has to go through during the show would give anybody a fucking crow's foot. Would give anybody a smile line. Oh my god, if one of them goes gray during the shooting, it doesn't matter. Anybody would go gray from the events that happen in the Wheel of Time. Like, Jesus Christ. And so I like the fact that they're aged up, the fact that they feel like adults from the jump. And then they'll just feel that much more like adults at the end of the series as they did from the get-go. Anyway, long explanation to I love the age up.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that the initial lineup in Eye of the World, they didn't have actual ages.
Yep.
And Jordan did say a long time ago that Egwene was supposed to be 16, 17. Egwene was 16, which, by the way, he retconned because it was a little creepy. So, yeah, Egwene ended up being 18 years old. Rand ended up being 19 years old. So were the other boys. They were all characters who were aged up in the characters in the books anyway. Yep. Like let's just go into just the fact of just filming of anything. How many adult actors are playing kids? Are you telling me that you don't know that all those kids in the High School Musical are already fucking adults? Do you truly have a problem with that? Really? No.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. And anyone who really has a problem with it, I think is probably looking too hard into that section of it. Because if you look at the casting photos, you look at the photos that have come out, they look like teenagers. They look like people who are just out there. They're on the farm. They are interacting with each other where they're, probably high level of emotions, very young emotions, and that's what's going to matter. They're not going to be people who have had long-term relationships with multiple people that already have that experience. It's one experience, and that's it.
Right.
And no one who, even if they're way into an adulthood, if you've only ever had one relationship, you're not going to be very experienced dealing with things.
Yes. And also, I want to throw out accurate. Because Charisma Carpenter is fantastic, and she actually gets even better in Angel if you haven't watched it. But also, I do want to throw out there, as unpatronizingly as possible, this is just information giving. If you are unaware that 18 to play younger is actually a whole category of actors, it is. People who look younger than they actually are and are 30 but look 16, or are 25 and look 16 and whatnot. That is a whole category of actors out here in LA, especially, that are called 18 to play younger. Because Jesus Christ, finding actual 16-year-olds who can really take the time off of school and be homeschooled for the entirety of the shoot, or, actually deal with the fact that there are an entire group of child labor laws that you then have to follow if you cast people who are under 18 and things like that. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal out here in Hollywood of people that they can find who are over 18 and therefore are under a different group of laws for work that look like they're 13, 14, 15 years old. Those are very sought after people because that's a lot of fucking television shows.
All right. So next, I think it's a good time to move on to the next question. There's about a little under 2 minutes left, and the giveaway, if you haven't entered, exclamation point giveaway for a chance to win a BTP Frosty mug. But I'm going to go ahead and throw up the spoiler warning for this question.
Ooh.
Not because the question is a spoiler, but I feel like at least some of the things we would talk about in it could be spoilers, so I'd rather be safe than sorry. So if you have not finished the entirety of the Wheel of Time series, go ahead and mute or check out
And
until
do that right
spoiler
now.
warning goes away. Yeah, do that right
Finish the series immediately.
Yep,
Yeah.
immediately.
now. But here is the question. Do you want channeling to look different for men on the show?
Ooh.
MEN, not MIN, because
Yes.
she doesn't channel.
Okay, and I start.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, please do.
So I think that we've already seen a difference in the channeling between men and women.
Okay.
It's possible it might just be a production thing and it might be cleaned up. But when you look at the section where Logain starts channeling, there is a crackling on his skin
Ooh,
prior to him pushing out whatever he's pushing out.
that's what she said.
Yeah. And now again, that it's a very CG moment and it might
Yeah.
be cleaned up and it might be whatever.
Sure.
Especially because one of the things that Rafe said was that if you are a woman who can channel, you'll be able to see the weaves that are being channeled by a woman. So obviously we're seeing this from the perspective of someone who can channel as a man. We're seeing men's channeling there. The crackling, I would think, would be the way that we're seeing the madness coming out before he's channeling. Once the channeling has happened, there's no taint on the channeling. It's all the internalized,
Presumably, yeah.
presumably. But in the books themselves, like
Yeah.
reach out with the power itself, the little threads of power don't have taint on them. It's just
Yes.
internally. That's, I think, is how they're going to show the taint. It's just this flash of crack. You see it, and it's just like this crackling of black, almost like it's a parched land on his face, and then it just like
Like a
quickly disappears.
So it's like anytime
Like a
anybody has like a
threefold
serious
land?
disease and you start seeing like all their veins pop
Uh-huh.
out, it looks like
Yep.
veins across his face and his
Yep.
eyes
and it's just
kind
it's
of
like
shadow
yes.
and darken.
it's like a real quick snap.
Yeah.
And it then the power pushes out, everyone gets pushed away, but you blink and miss it. And I think that's how they're going to start showing it in different channelers, is just little bits. And as they get madder and madder, more things. They're going to show physical representations of the madness as well.
Oh fuck, that would be such a good way of showing that Deshiva isn't actually mad because he's protected.
Yep.
That would be such a good way. I love that.
So I think you're going to see that, because everything is always mental in the books, because of course you're able to seep in
Mhm.
people's minds in a book. But how do you show that without it becoming I'm talking to myself. Am I talking to myself? And that's just going to end up becoming just horrible. Well,
you mean Mark
have to-
Hamill as
Yeah.
Luz Theron Talamon?
Exactly. We're talking to Joker. Have you ever? Never mind. I'm going to go off on a tangent if I start talking about that.
We don't do that on the Black Tower.
course
How
not.
dare you?
Well, it's like when it's Mark Hamill gets kidnapped by the Joker and by the prankster.
There we go.
And so I think that's how they're going to do it. They're going to start showing physical manifestations. They're going to show their bodies degrading in certain ways. It's going to be, exactly, like gangrene, body wastage. I guess how it's going to be presented in the show, because it's honestly the only way. They're obviously going to show as well that they've gone mad, physically, mentally, spiritually, things of that nature. But the power itself is still going to be exactly the same. If we see it from Gaines' point of view, and we see it from, spoiler alert, obviously, Rand's point of view, it's still going to be the same as everyone else. The power is no different once it's left the body.
Yes.
It's the same threads. It's just different how it's handled. But the taint is going to physically have an effect on the male channelers.
Nice. Andrew, what do you think?
I think, I mean, it kind of has to look different. Not exactly how that's going to be done or not, I'm not sure. A couple people in chat mentioned it. I know I brought it up when the trailer came out, and I was able to actually sit down and like stare at it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Was in the segment where Moraine is the only one that appears to be holding the shield on Logain. Along his back, you can see this wriggling, flowing kind of black mass. I still believe that that's the taint, but it may not be only the taint. It could very much be that with the yin-yang kind of dynamic of the one power with Saidin versus Saidar, that at least until Saidin is cleansed, that it's going to be shown kind of as a black mass, or, you know, at least tendrils that come from a black mass that are a little bit clean after, but the taint tends to stick right around the individuals, around the people themselves, like Logain. That's kind of a thing, but it has to look different to show the differences between the fact that, you know, men can see when other men channel, and the female channelers, they can see whenever, well, they can detect when another female even has the ability to channel, much less is.
Yep.
So,
Well, if they even keep that.
yeah, if they keep that.
If they
So,
keep
like,
it.
pulling from the books, if I don't know how in depth they're going to try to be with that. Like, if you're going to look at something from like Nynaeve's or Moraine's point of view and see like this faint glow or shimmer around a woman or something that shows that she can channel, but for men, there's a lot less visual cues. It's a lot of the stuff that they do is more like their mannerisms and that kind of stuff. Unless you're another male that can see them, then you can only see them channeling. So I think it has to look different if they're going to keep up with the metric of it being two different sources of power. I don't think you can have them look the same. Like, the effects could look the same, but the actual, like in the trailer where we see the one Aes Sedai, because I'm terrible with fucking names, that, you know, collects like air in between her hands and then stops the arrows. You're gonna have to show that differently for men, or they're gonna think everybody's just using the exact same section of power.
Yeah.
But how are they gonna do? What are they gonna do after Winter's Heart and it's cleansed? I don't know how they're gonna represent male power, because if the male power has a black tinge to it, or a black slick over it because of the taint, then to still differentiate between male channeling and female channeling after it's cleansed, you have to do something different to it, or you're going to have to rely on perspective shifting.
Yeah.
So.
Which you can do, but I don't know about you all, but when they do a lot of that in movies, it drives me the wall.
They might also kind of rely on by then, if you're watching the series, you get what's going on.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. Sorry, I'm cutting you off there, Daniel. What about you?
No. I was going to split a little bit of the difference between the two of you, because I actually think that in the show, I really like the idea of, because again, the power that they're using, the one power, the two halves, if you will, the effects of which I think actually should look very much the same. Men are using the same water as women. Men are using the same air as women. Men are using the same fire as women. And even though it is two halves, it talks about in the books them getting there differently. It talks about women opening themselves to the power and men grabbing a hold and wrestling it. But it doesn't seem like the actual channeling, if you will, like the actual weaves are that different, if that makes sense. So I like the idea of that sort of initial, like when they grab a hold, women are sort of serene, and men have this sort of like crackle go through them, and this sort of taint go through them. And I do actually like the fact that, again, anything that men channel up until Winter's Heart is suspect.
Because again, the ways didn't get the way they are by just being fucky. I think it's the taint on them that made them the way that they are. But at the same time, the biggest difference is the way that you get there. Because even after Winter's Heart, they still talk about, oh, there's not this oily slick, but you still like grab onto Sidene and fucking like ride the bull,
Yeah.
if you will.
You wrestle it to do
You
what you
wrestle it into submission rather than opening yourself to the weaves. So I still think that, again, all through the series, there should definitely be a difference. But I definitely feel like from the get-go, it should be more of a getting there difference than the actual weaves, if you will, difference. Because I feel like the actual weaves are mostly the same. Once you've actually wrestled Sidene to the ground, you throw fire the same way women do in some ways. But like getting there is so different.
I kind of agree. I agree with you, and I agree with Glenn, because can they do things the same way? I think they can. I just think that the different sides are taught to do it differently, because some things may be easier. So like if we take the series at face value and that stereotypically men have stronger affinities for things like earth and fire, and that women have stronger affinities for air and water, and they're both equally strong in spirit, it may be easier for male channelers to pull the heat from something to put out a fire, whereas for female channelers, it's easier to use water and air to smother it out.
Sure. No, and I love
could they do things the same way? Probably.
Sure. And it's interesting to think about the fact that one of the things that I've always loved, and maybe we'll even do an episode on this at some point, is the idea of, is there ever a man who comes to Sidene the same way that women come to Saidar? Or is there any woman who comes to Saidar the same way that men come to Sidene? Because I feel like so much of the power is how you are taught. We even get a segment of this in the books, that the wise ones talk to Egwene about the fact that they don't need these hand motions. And so there is sort of this idea that there's a certain amount of tradition in the power that isn't necessarily necessary, but it is the way that certain groups, whether it be the White Tower or the Wise Ones or the Sea Folk or whatever, learn how to use whatever power it is that they're using. That I would love to sort of see a story about a man who opens himself to Sidene, or a woman who wrestles Saidar to the ground. Because it feels very much like there's an easy way to do it and a hard way to do it. And just because most of the women are taught the easy way to do it, and most men are taught the easy way to do it, doesn't mean that there aren't women and men out there who do it the hard way.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of a woman going in there. And in some ways, I feel like Nynaeve is sort of the poster child of like wrestling Saidar to the ground. And
you also have the reality that female channelers, 90% of them that we see, at least in the series, whatever tradition it is, they're taught from a tradition of, this is what I do and it works. So this is how we teach it. Whereas the male channelers, most of them that we see in the series learn how to do things the way Taim learned how to do things.
Exactly.
And then the way Logain learned how to do things. And some the way Rand learned how to do things. So I always read a lot of the differences in how males and females channel as a difference in perspective of the end goal. Because a lot of channeling is visualization of what you want to happen. And if the way you seize your power is inherently very forceful, then you're going to see almost anything you do with it being very forceful, which may be one of the reasons why healing from male channelers hurts to do. Because instead of guiding the body into healing, you're forcing the body to heal.
Yeah,
same thing
you're just
with
jamming those weaves into the person rather than like coaxing it out of them in some ways.
I mean, it's the same with traveling. You're forcing a hole to open between point to point, whereas female channelers are more so like, oh, we're going to guide everything to try to guide these two sections of the pattern to be the same.
Yeah.
And I mean, I also have what seems to be a very different interpretation of how the power actually works and what it actually is. Anyway,
Sure.
but
Truth. No, it's interesting. So yeah, I definitely hope
yes, I
that they
believe it did
do
also hurt
a
with Denver
good
Flame.
job. To go back to the actual question, I do definitely hope that they make it somewhat different in the show, and it looks like they have, and that they have thought very much about the difference between male and female channeling. But how to do that is such a just like loaded question. Exactly how to make that work is nearly impossible to really answer, because if you have 10 people, you're gonna have 10 opinions on how to do that correctly.
It's going to be interesting because, again, we've only had, was it that someone calculated, we're going to have, where we've had in the trailer and throughout the whole series, we've gotten, 0.005% of the entire show
Right,
in the trailer. But what they've shown of male channeling is just him kneeling down and going, that's it.
Yeah.
No weaves.
Basically.
Just like a explosion of power.
Yep. Just
So you don't even see it. You don't even see the power shooting out and doing anything. And so they're obviously going to hide it at first because for people they're wanting to be inclusive enough for people who haven't read the books. Which to me, I'm like, you're watching that, you know that this is a book series. Never mind. I'm not even going to.
Please, everybody always knows it's a book series.
Right.
Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. We all know it's a book series, but sometimes you just want to watch a fucking thing.
That's true. I suppose. And yeah, so it will be interesting, and they're gonna have to show some physical representation on screen.
Yes.
Because again, how much of these books are all in people's heads?
Yes.
You know, like if you took
literally every second of it.
Sorry, I'm going to say it, 15 books. 15 books.
14 books in a small novella.
15. It's a book. 50 books. You could and took out
the last battle in and of itself is a novella, so it's 15 books.
Yeah.
But it's also contained within an actual book, so
and slice out everything that's just take out all the stuff that's just description that you couldn't even show on screen by just slapping it on screen. Like this book series would be like 6 books. I love Robert Jordan, but man, that man could pack a book with description.
He did.
And it
100% happened.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah. There was 14 worth of it.
Yeah. I'm going to turn off the spoiler warning now.
Yes.
Because we have just hit 3 hours of live stream. And
who won the giveaway?
So we're going to pick the winner for the giveaway for the BTP Frosty mug. And that'll be in chat here very shortly. I don't know if the person that won it already has one or not. I don't know.
Oh,
there you go, Matt Stager.
Hey, Matt Stager.
I know you've won stuff from us in the past. I don't think one of those was a Frosty mug because we rarely kind of give those out.
Yes, I think we've given out twice. So unless you were the person who won last time as well, which I don't think is true.
I don't think it was.
Indeed, he says nope. So
nice.
Unless he's a liar, which let's be honest, Matt's dagger kind of seems like it would be a liar, but also I don't think he is.
So feel free to send one of us a message letting us know where you want it sent. I think we might already know where to send it, but it will help as a good reminder of where to go at. Milk here talks. What's going on? coming in at a good time, just as we're getting close to we're pretty much at the end. Jesus Christ, English is hard.
English is hard.
Here's a couple rapid fire questions for you two. I'm not going to answer this. Who do you think is going to get more screen time that they wouldn't have gotten in the first book or didn't? Get in the first book?
Almost any
Moraine.
Aes Sedai.
Also accurate. What he just said.
Okay. Who do you think is going to get cheated out of screen time?
Min.
They haven't filled their 5. I think
All of
to
them?
expand. I think to expand everything else that happens, they're going to have to lose out on some of the time. I don't think it's going to be much, but I think there's going to be key moments that we loved seeing happen with them that we're not going to see as much of. But
Can I just eliminate all of my answers and go with Andrews because he's smart?
Yep.
hardly.
What character do you? Because we still have a couple of actors who haven't been tagged yet, and
Correct.
so obviously we have cast in there that is just cast, and they'll
Elaine and Gawain, sure.
yeah, fuck them. Who
I don't
cares?
think they're in season 1.
Yeah, they're not in season 1, and Gawain can just fuck off. Sauce Packet Boy, Dog Sauce Packet Boy can just.
Both of those are accurate, but also. Psh.
yeah. What's a character?
Wait,
that-
sorry. Wheel of Time. Both of those are accurate, but fa.
Everything's accurate in a mirror world.
Yep. What's a character that everyone's expecting to be in the first season that you're like, nah, they're not going to be there?
Duck Sauce, his sister.
Wow. All right. I was gonna go
don't think
with.
they're going to be in 1.
I was gonna go with Ingtar.
So I think that the way
Ingtar was
Actually, sorry, not Ingtar. Masima.
Okay,
I think
okay.
he's actually going to be left out of season 1.
I think
Alright.
that since we found out that season 1 is going to include Eye of the World, The Great Hunt, and Dragon Reborn, and they're expanding Loghain's role, I think they're going to focus more on that end of stuff, and we're going to see a lot more of other stuff that happens, and they're going to wait to bring in our Camelin nobility until they have a bigger role in the series.
Okay.
Oh, shit. All right.
Because Rafe also told us that like it's going to include all this stuff, but there's stuff that happens in books 1, 2, and 3 that we're not going to see
Yes.
until season 2.
Correct.
So
Okay. And who's
Interesting.
your surprise character that you're like, holy shit, final episode, they actually showed up. Oh my god. Or the second to final
fuck.
episode.
hmm.
Yeah, Andrew Smart. Narg says Andrew Smart.
Narg is correct. Andrew is smart.
They've got a lot of
Um,
faith.
Last episode.
Like second to last episode, they show up. Now we all anticipate like it's last episode. We're thinking Forsaken, but like who's a like you don't expect happening, it just happens.
Yeah, no. Expect, but also not expect. Bilal. That's what I'm going to say.
They're gonna expand Bilal's character arc.
No, they're not going to expand it. It's just going to be that early on. They're going to throw Bilal the fuck into this shit when he doesn't belong in season 1
And then just get rid of him.
and just eliminate him immediately.
Yeah,
Maureen's
right
going to
right
walk
now.
in. Wait, throw up the full spoilers?
All right, hold on. It's up.
Bilal's going to come in. Maureen's just going to bail fire his ass to death.
Just like
And then just boom. It's going to be, yeah. No, it's going to be like.
that'd be awesome.
I love it. All right.
Okay, Andrew.
I'm going to agree with Adalorna, and I'm going to think Elida comes in last episode.
Oh, shit.
All right.
All
That's
right,
kind of
sounds
who. That's
good.
kind of who I was thinking. I was thinking of a couple names, but Elida seems like one of the better chosen.
Nice.
Not one of the better chosen. One
But
of
the better
choices.
chosen. What the fuck do you know that I know?
Well, when so and so is your boy.
Is Elida Masana? What?
Who knows? So we are gonna be working on wrapping this up here now. If you want one of the giveaways and haven't already, reach out to us on Twitter or Discord, whichever it may be. If nothing else, it'll serve as a good reminder, like, hey, I won X, because sometimes we forget. We're not going to talk about
We
that
do.
anyway.
And by
Last-
we mean we.
Yeah. If you're interested in information on the Gathering Madness, including when it is, the schedule, submitting a recipe for the mixology contest that'll be included in the mixology vote that we will definitely be doing and sending out this year. Any of that kind of stuff.
Morshotti,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
getting a recipe book. How about you calm down?
I know I'm getting it. I'm just wondering when. I was supposed to get it like last year.
Well,
Hush
you know,
your face and also keep going because
well, you know,
this is
time
fun.
keeps going around in a circle.
Yeah,
So
it's
you've already
cyclical.
got
I mean, technically, I guess it's still May 2020, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you did get
Somewhere.
a book, and also you will get a book, and also, yeah.
Hey, you know what? Do not gaslight me like that, Daniel. Okay, I don't appreciate it.
But if you have
I
a
would
drink
never.
recipe, go and submit it. There are prizes for best named, best cocktail, and best shot. So definitely go and throw your hat into that ring there. Any other information about
1,
Gathering Madness?
2, and also 3.
You should be able to
Right.
find by asking us. If it's not on the website, you can ask us on Discord, on Twitter, whatever the case is. Yeah. So the last announcement that we have for this live stream. Live streams are fun. We like doing them. And
Correct.
we have another one scheduled. So I'm going to throw up the slide for it. It doesn't have date and time, so you're going to have to listen for that part unless somebody wants to put it in chat.
I'm going to throw it up.
But our next live stream will be on September the 17th. That is
Yes.
next Friday. That is 5 days from now.
6.
Well, 5 for me because I'm East Coast. So
Fair
it's
enough.
It's already the 12th. for
Fair
me.
enough.
So 17th
I will take
of
that.
September, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be going live here on all the places we're live now, talking about the Wheel of Time trailer with Tom from Dragon Mount. And after just a short little bit, we'll be bringing on Critter XD, who is famous on TikTok for her Wheel of
Yeah.
Time content. Just a fantastic person.
Tickety talks.
And instead of doing a full like scene by scene breakdown of the trailer, our discussion is going to be more so focused on what do the things we see in the trailer mean for season 1? What do we expect? Yes, Dusty Wheel's already kind of done it, but I'd rather overlap once with the Dusty Wheel than 1,000 times with all the other breakdowns on YouTube, just because we want to be a little different.
I like you guys better.
So,
What?
What? Oh, that's right. I don't care if I get hate rated by other people. I like this podcast way better than the Dusty Wheel. What? Throw hands.
Well,
I don't care.
So
Let's go.
I'm
with-
not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying we appreciate it.
So with the live stream on the 17th about the trailer, keep your eyes out in Discord and on Twitter, both ours and Dragon Mounts. We're going to be putting out requests and asking what all of you want to hear us talk about. What are the things from the trailer you want us to focus on and talk about? Because we want you to feel involved and invested in the conversation. But that again, September 17th, 7 p.m. EST. We will be live here on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch with Tom from Dragon Mount. And after a short while into the start of it, we'll be bringing on Critter XD to continue the discussion with us about that. And there may be some others that join us. Y'all just have to tune in and see. I think that's it.
Excellent. I love it.
Yeah, that's it. So submit your stuff, and we'll get the fantasy draft stuff from Smack out as soon as possible. We'll help him get it out and all of that fun stuff. And in the meantime, hope you enjoy our episodes. Go and check them out. They come out every Friday, as most of you already know. And
Or Tuesday if you're a Patreon. And by
Yeah.
Tuesday, I mean live,
Live on
not
Tuesday.
the actual
Live on Discord.
recording. The recorded episode still comes out on Friday, regardless of whether you're Patreon. But
when we record,
you have to listen
on-
in if you're a Patreon.
Yeah, what he said on Tuesdays on Discord. If you're a patron of the family member tier, which is $1 a month or above, you can listen live. And you, like Morshadi, can correct us on the 1,001 things we get wrong, or at least
It's-
attempt to it. Well, I mean, we
it's-
may not accept it, but
It's one of the best feelings ever.
1001?
It's 10,001. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we'll see. But, thank you all so much for sitting around and listening in and just participating in this live stream. It's been fun. It's definitely encouragement to do more. We're looking forward to doing live streams about the fantasy draft. If you didn't get a chance to see us talk about that, well, this is archived on YouTube, or available on YouTube. You can scroll back and look, or you'll be able to see it when we do the next one. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here for the evening. It's been fantastic. We've loved having you all, and we can't wait to see you again at the next episode, next live stream, next, I don't know, whatever, pick a thing. So for those of us here at the Black Tower Podcast, he has been our unofficial, kind of official fact checker. You can say your own name.
60 more shoddy fact checker.
There you go. I have been your Bajan Mahale Andrew.
I have been your Choravan Mahale Josh. And I have been your Amin Khan Mahale Daniel. And as stated from all of us here at the Black Tower, we absolutely appreciated the shit out of you being here. And good morning. And in case we don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Thank you.
Always watching, always running the show. In the tower, you can bring your pain. In the tower, you can feel the strain. You've been having so much trouble just fitting in the tower. We can help you